All right, internets. Double checking that everything's working fine here. My framing ain't perfect. I gotta sit super straight for this. Hold on. Yeah, the down angle, a bit better. Better traditional streaming angle. And then this way, if I want to stand up, then I'm just flipping it up. If my lights are a problem, let me know about that. Seems like Mike's a little too high. Let's lower this guy a little bit. He's set up for the catch in the room. There. Check. Check. Yeah. Perfect levels. Get this set up. So, final double checks. We got Twitch working. We've got Kick working. We have YouTube working. All right, fantastic. Thank you everyone for joining. This is the boring part where I double check that everything's working fine. And please excuse my messy room. I'll add the excuses to my intro, but it is what it is, man. I ain't doing my best. When you're a reseller, I've bonded with other people who are in the industry that I work in, just like Acorn here, Acorn Auctions based out of Hamilton, but it's so hard not to take up your personal space with all the junk. Like, regardless, any artist lifestyle, it's a big conscious practice to make sure you're not, like, taking over your personal space with your creative practices, and then when you physically sell just whole bunches of items, oh boy. Then you end up with a whole corner that's all sales stuff for the eBay streams. Bebe on eBay, but that's a whole. Let me double check everything, and I'll do the YouTube style intro, and then we're gonna get right into reviewing the items that they have available, and then 7:30, take a quick break just to be a healthy streamer, as always, and then move on, get back. 7:45, we're ready to go. We're gonna do the auction reaction stream. And Acorn Auctions says we can't even walk in our office right now, so we get it. Yeah. So that's my roommate. I try to respect them and their autonomy, so I do a very good job now. It took some time of not just like cluttering the house with all my stuff. I've got one shelving unit in the doorway, and then otherwise squishes in the corner of my room. But don't ask about my vehicle, though. My vehicle, that's a thing. Okay. So, I'll put on my proper entertainer voice. Also, Acorn, as always, feel free, if you're in the chat, just be like, can you please focus on this item or lot number whatever, seems really cool. I'll jump in, I'll make sure we focus on that. Okay. My chat bot for YouTube also seems to not be functioning totally appropriately. For some reason, I couldn't make it a moderator on the channel, but we're talking too nerdy on the background. So if there's any links that you guys want dropped in to the YouTube chat, feel free to let me know, and I can grab them right quick and throw it in. I have all of my chatbot messages already prepared here, but for some reason, I was having technical difficulties with it. So I already have a bunch set up, such as what you see in the pinned message if you would like to participate in this auction. And I have a couple messages just like that set up prepared, as well as like the current auction link. But I digress. Okay, so YouTube intro time. My name's Bailey, and I operate an eBay store called Grandma's Dead Stock, as well as do all of my creative efforts under the title NarleyMedia. That is NARLEY_media. It's a long time career name I've used that was actually inspired by my family, and the name Grandma's Dead Stock, fully inspired by the wonderful Fran hooking it up. So my grandmother, based out of Alberta, Canada, actually helps me operate my business, and they were the inspiration behind starting what I started. What I do here on these weekly streams is react to auctions closing. So you get that enjoyment and satisfaction of seeing like how the items are getting hyped up, I use my knowledge as a reseller to elaborate on what's available and why it might be going for a certain dollar amount. And then on top of that, we get hyped as it's totally closing. It's always exciting to see what it's like when it's closing. And where did I start with Fran? Oh, because Fran, Grandma's Dead Stock, always had me inspired. I used to walk through their house and just like consistently be inspired by knowing the value behind what they had. And my old man, rest in peace, my grandfather, even told me, coincidentally, I had 2 life coincidences with this guy. First, I became a photographer on my own. I took my own journey to becoming a photographer and videographer, and then coincidentally, after I already did it, this tough old man was like, you realize I used to own a photography store and do a wedding photography business and film photography, and I used to use an Olympus camera, and I was like, what? But they were so hard-headed in their ideals of like letting you find your own path and having that opportunity that no one even told me. So it was a wonderful scenario where I coincidentally stumbled into what I do. And it happened again with Grandma's Dead Stock because I used to be so inspired by it. And the old man and my grandma were like, you know what we always wanted to do, but we were always stuck in blue-collar jobs? It was to open an antique store rather than a restaurant. And it's been a humbling opportunity to not only breathe life into objects that other people may not have seen the value in otherwise, but it's been also like super cool to carry that mantle and help for others to hopefully not have that opportunity. So even as I'm working with the wonderful organization, the wonderful duo that is Acorn Auctions. They're based out of Hamilton, Canada, and they do international shipping for the US and Canada. And even as I'm digging through their items, I think it's an inspiring way to add context to the stories behind the pieces. And that's something that's often put to the side as we're focusing on the reselling. Like sometimes assigning value to these objects that have been parts of so many people's lives is much more than just figuring out how to get the highest dollar amount out of them. It's also having the ability for people to value them. So Acorn Auctions here, when they're not running auctions, they work a lot with prints and paper media. And as they sit in the chat, if you're watching this, we're live now, right? So as they sit in the chat, they feel the same way, and they offer print services. So they collect antique prints and different materials and find a new way for them to be appreciated. And it's something I really value. And to be honest, in my aspect of being a creative, it's something that I lack. I'm not so good at framing. I've never taken a fine arts degree. I learned all of my media skills through a practical lens as if they were a tool. I took multimedia journalism, and I have a full degree in public relations. So when it comes to photography, videography, writing, to me, I was taught it as a tool and an asset. So over time, I've had to learn how to understand how my artistry coincides with that. But that's not relevant to the auction part. So what we're going to do now, we're going to get hyped and go through all the items. And I'm going to switch to my focus on the browser window and scroll through. I think I'm going to do, we'll do highest amount of bids rather than dollar amount as the search parameters. And then when it's right before auction time, we'll make sure we review. Well, that's a hard one for the speech impediment. We review. At least that's a justified bad one for a speech impediment to mess up. But so when I'm coming back from my break at 7:45, right before the soft close at 8 p.m., we will, there, I gotta add the will, we will review the items from one going on so that we can have an understanding of what's coming up and in what pace. So, without further delay, here we go. It's time to get to digging. Also, if anyone's curious, I do simulcast. So I'm on multiple platforms at a time. I'm on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. My YouTube's been going off, and this is like very much a result of these different types of content that I'm making with people like Acorn Auctions and with the auction house that I'm running with Patty's Pop-Ups. And you can catch that. That stream will be coming up next week probably, and we'll be live on Max Sold. So the only difference is it means it's local pickup versus the Keno opportunity that Acorn offers by offering international shipping. The only thing I'll quickly ask the chat is if there is any issues with the music. I'm leaving the music on for now. I'm going to stop it when the auction is reacting. I'm just hoping it's not too loud. So when it's your first time, high bid, any other platforms, right? High bid, max sold, any auction platform, even in some cases eBay, something that you want to focus on is looking for the sort parameters on the listings. So this is what will help you be able to find things based on obviously what you want. There's also typically a tab that you can find in another corner that allows you to select how many lots it's displaying at any given time. Typically when you load up the website, it will be like 25 or 50, and then that's why you get so many pages. So you can increase that to 100, and then in my case, as we're about to go through, we're going for like bid count, not value, to see what people are most interested in. So we go bid count high to low. You click that bad boy, and then these, your Vox is on top. You're good, I feel. Fantastic. Once it's reaction time, then I'll turn the music off. But I found during the just hanging out times, it is better to fill that little bit of dead air, but I digress. These ceramic Christmas trees. So we've got the green one and the white one. Brought up my grandparents. I grew up with these things, these little guys. And you insert these ones. Do you have the doves or do you have the bulbs? They have the bulbs. I had doves, and I have no idea if they're worth more money. But $50 is another one of those examples about how these pieces will find a home where it's appreciated. So it's got these little, when you click on the item, it's got these little slots that you can put these glass bulbs in. And it was prior to LEDs existing. So it just has a traditional iridescent light bulb inside. You put the little glass bulbs in, and as it lights up the structure, then that's what projects the color, rather than having like RGB, which can portray the different colors that you need, right? So it's a very cool piece of history, as well as like highlighting an OG piece of Christmas time. When it looks lit up, looks like this. I'm not surprised it went for so much, but this is something like outside of my own picking and antiquing. It's like, wow, okay, I've seen plenty of these. I had no idea the Desire was this good, so it's definitely the right choice to pick them up and hold on to them for Christmas. In my case, that's when I hold them for the Christmas season. I give them to the wonderful folks here at Acorn Auctions, which if you want, in each both Twitch, Kick, and YouTube, you can see the link on the pinned comment chat. Depends on the platform. Bark cloth curtains. It's 2 panels. This is, now I am intrigued. I see why these are worth money. These flowers are beautiful. This makes sense why there's value placed in these, but bark cloth. Let's see what this is. Bark cloth is a versatile material that was once common in Asia, Africa, Pacific. Trees of the family, Morocco. So it's cloth made out of literal bark. That's beautiful. Yeah, because I guess it's those materials that actually have more strands to them, and you could probably twine it up the same way you do with cotton and other linens. Holt Howard Pixies. Now, this is another one I wanted to look up. Holt Howard. Do we have info? Christmas-themed Holt Howard figures. Holt Howard. Who or what is Holt Howard? Oh, speech impediment. Tough one. Who is Holt Howard? Holt Howard was an importer that started working in New York City. So old department style. We're talking the Holt Howard Company was purchased in 1969. So 50s fits the mid-century modern. 50s style antiques. Okay, following. Yeah, I like it. You could. I'm gonna see. Oh, I got TikTok brain. It looks like if you set these up right, you got a little dance going on. These would be great to put in that 360 spin. You got a funny angle of these boys here, but no wonder. These are good decorations. You could donate these to many people. This is way better than Elf on the Shelf. That's cool. I like that. I see why people hold value in that. Fiesta vase. So ceramics are my weak point. So feel free, Acorn, if you want to drop any knowledge, but I am also not asking you to do work while I stream. I'm aware. Let's check it out. We can learn together. It will be fun. Fiesta ceramics definition. So ceramics are my weak point. I'm aware of what Fiesta. Fiesta is a line of glazed dinnerware manufacturer and marketed by the Fiesta Tableware of West Virginia, 1936. Hiatus during the 70s to the 80s. It's noted in the Art Deco style. Okay. I was aware of this. Yep, this is okay. I wasn't sure if it was a genre or a manufacturer, so this makes sense. So they have a lovely piece of Fiesta ceramics here with a large Fiesta vase green. It's a good tone of green too. Fiesta USA. So then these types of stamps, this is the part you got to memorize as the collector. You're looking for a glazed on stamp like this. They're made from clay dredged from the Ohio River. Fiesta ceramics made with clay from Ohio. Let me get some more stats on that. That's really cool. Our story begins in the 1840s in Ohio, a river town, manufacturer, pottery industry. Wow, okay. This is getting too much into the corporate talk. As a PR specialist, that's why you heard me go quiet. It's not a matter of reading. It's trying to flex what the CEOs did. But so it seems like it had 2 kilns and a couple other plants. 800 employees, plant number 8. So they had 8 plants in Ohio pulling clay from that region to make these pieces. And when you're looking at the base, so let's first start, we got the vase here, right? Ohio fired clay. The glaze difference is you can almost tell how it's indented, and then there's a sheen on top. That means that they actually pressed it in while the piece was being made. And they still make it the same way, which is wonderful. I wonder how many plants that they have, and if anything. So that's Fiesta Ceramics, means it's made in the USA. I am not starting a political discussion here, but that could be interesting for our US viewers. And shouts out to Stoned. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Yeah, you don't have the best PC title for a streamer. Today we're reacting to dear friends of mine. They're running an auction. They do offer US shipping. They do it on a different platform than us. And they really have a great eye for selecting a curated blend of pieces to offer in their auctions at a very high rate, especially now that I'm doing auctions of like 200 pieces as well. I'm very aware of how much labor it takes. So the fact that they can offer such a curated perspective on this is beautiful. And I didn't take in, yeah, great for Hanukkah in the description of this Fiesta snowplate platter. And it's totally true. That's a good Hanukkah piece right there. I didn't think about that, yeah. $17. Stained glass. Oh, that's a beautiful piece of stained glass. And here, since I know my chatbots on YouTube aren't working so well, we're going to take the Stream Elements bot, we're putting it on YouTube, so y'all have that. There we go. Wow, so punk rock, let's see, what's their description? Vintage stained glass, ASL. ASL for love. I guess so. Punk rock is ignorant of me. That is truly, yeah. Wow. I know a couple stained glass artists, And to get the sheen, to A, get these pieces of glass, to B, cut the glass in these curvature is too simple, and these refined patterns is intensely difficult. I know putting those little details like the fingernails too, so it makes sense. What a beautiful ASL piece. I really like that. The stained glass window decor. That's cute. That's cute. You could do so much with that. PY Vintage Teapot. We'll look up PY Ceramics in a second. But let's take a look at this guy. I saw this in Acorn story. Super cute. Very cute. Love this spout. A lot of attention to detail on this. You can tell it's hand painted. PY Vintage Teapot. PY Japan. So Japan Ceramics, I've noticed that I do have difficulty gaining a large amount of knowledge on it. PY Miao Craze. Japan's best novelty ceramics in America. Japanese porcelain. PY Ceramics. Okay, let's keep the attention on Acorn then, and we'll do the research another time. I am aware of them. But it's another one of those things with my slight lack of knowledge in Japanese ceramics. It's hard to flex. Fiesta 2-piece. So these are made in America. We got the U.S. made ceramics filled in this lot. These are beautiful. These 2 plates. I'll open the one. Let's go to lot 2 just so we can see the colors. Very tasteful, like salmon and like orangey red. I like it a lot. And these are pieces that'll last a lifetime. Like, look at how good they are already. It's crazy because these were probably made 50, 60 years ago. And you add them to your cabinet now, it's still going to last. Going to last another 50, 60 years probably. Fiesta Christmas tree. Ornament lot. I wanted to creep. I'm always, this is for my own buyer's experience, what makes these ornaments so desired. One of the original ornaments has Dokken Dream Dolls. Okay. I have heard of Dokken. I wonder if it's Canadian French. Is it Canadian French? Let's do a quick check. Dokken Dream Dolls. eBay, Etsy, desired. Seems Canadian made. DKK dolls. Yeah. Cap. Keep the focus on our friends at Acorn here. All new Japanese material. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe made for sale in Canada. I like the Santa. I wonder why Santa's in a basket. That's the one I'm curious about. Canadian made. Okay, so that's what I figured with the French and French and English. Makes sense. This is a good little batch. This is a good completion for like a more antique focused one as well as other ornaments. Fiesta. Okay, so this one I gotta look at. This is a good Fiesta piece right here. Do we have anything in the description? Oblong serving tray, heart-shaped bowl, mini jug. Like, you could use this for so many types of dishes. I was really looking at this, and you could use it as like a gravy bowl with sides. You could have 2 separate dishes here. You could get real fancy, and you could have some sort of, like, not cheese fondue, obviously. It would get too cold. But like some sort of fondue side with the bowl. Or, man, you could even get creative and do like a fusion dish. Big fusion dish. Have like a poke bowl and some side sauce. Ooh, that would be pretty. I'd like that. But so very cute. Makes sense. We're at 5 bids at $22. 12 days of Christmas glasses. 12 days of Christmas glasses. What's the manufacturer on these? Pristine edition in an original box. let's take a big look. Seventh day, so done in the very traditional style. Not a big Christmas household over here. That's just that's the personal transparency, but I don't have any grudge against people who do. 12 days of Christmas. Yeah, this is perfect. The thing is, with not being a big Christmas household, I don't got the whole poem memorized. So, teak framed mirror. So teak specifically, if you don't know a lot about woodworking, it is one of the more rare woods out here these days. It is very fine. It lasts very long. It's just a very thirsty piece of lumber. So in that sense, you need to oil it often and take good care. But as you can see by this being a mid-century auction, these bad boys, it will last you generations of humans, like not just your lifetime. I have a teak table that was passed down through a couple humans. I'm not a big Christmas person personally. My family's it was actually founded out of like more of a anti-capitalist modern perspective, but we're also like not fully traditionally Christian. So when I was about 19, I was blessed. I was a very sassy young human. I was always Bebe out here. Bebe out here was always one to speak his mind honestly. And I never understood as a young man, as I learned more about history, as I learned that we had a different Roman calendar, as I learned that over time, everything we do nowadays, it was changed through the generations. Like, you go back to medieval time, like, King James wrote the Bible. He changed the Bible up. The calendar that we use now is the Gregorian calendar. We don't use the Roman calendar. So we were basing Christmas based off when the Roman calendar, Sid, the big J man, did his wonderful acts that I am not discrediting if that's what you choose to live your life by. So I was always questioning it. And then they got to a point that, fortunately, with my family, we sat down when I was like 18. Yeah, exactly. You're right. Yeah, the King James one, iffy. But so they came down. I was like 18. My family sat down and we're like, listen, we don't really care too much about Jesus. We don't really like believe that we're celebrating this because the man was reincarnated this day. And it's a commercial holiday at the end of the day. Like, we're buying gifts at this one time of year and supporting our entire family at this one time of year because everyone else does it now. Right? So it was really based on that. We all just sat down in a very pragmatic, like, means to have the discussion of, like, why are we doing this? Oh, is it just because everyone else does it? Or is it because we want to give to each other at this one specific season where things might be cheaper? And that was our family all kind of like unanimously decided. It was like, okay, yeah, no, we don't celebrate Christmas. So I still do things through the holidays. I have a good tradition with my roommate. I still see the family during the holidays, but we don't like set up a Christmas tree and put Santa dolls everywhere. We just chose to like purely make sure it's a time of rest and enjoying the company that you love rather than focus on all of the iconography and capitalism that comes with it. And that's said with no judgment. I am not the sassy young human that I used to be. If you want to believe in that, I do. The Christmas magic is magical, bro. It's magical. I get why people love Christmas magic. So I really do my best now that I'm older to make sure that I do not denote that as I speak confidently on where I'm at. Summary. Ayers woolen blanket, another, yeah, interesting, well-manufactured woolen blanket. I love those woolen blankets, my style. I know people who don't like the scritchiness. I know some people don't like wool blankets because they get that like scratchy feeling, but I'm all for it. It's cozy. I had that old school style family. Needlepoint vintage. Oh, I love these needlepoint paintings, but it's always such a tough I can never sell them at markets. But these are the type, we're talking about the politics of like finding a good home for these items. These needlepoint, they're so beautiful, and someone actually put effort to make this back when it was in antique generation days, like 40 years ago. Someone put a lot of effort into this. I find them so pretty and underappreciated. And Aaron agrees about Christmas. I'm a crazy Christmas freak. I just celebrate decorating and being Elton John level over the top. Hey, as long as you're embodying those type of energies, hey, all for it, all for it. Elton John level, I'm with it. And that's why I try to make sure I'm not. I have my strong opinions that I feel like I don't care about celebrating a Christian holiday, but I totally, I get it. It's fun. It's a very warm energy. We all do, as a society, get to rest. So I really want to make sure that I'm not just like the eternal pessimist when I talk about my anti-Christmas feelings. But at the same time, I'm also blessed that I do have accepting family members, and even the people who don't follow the same thing that I follow. There, no one gets grumpy that I'm not mailing out a million presents during the winter season. That's it this year. This year, actually, probably next week or so, I'm going to start doing cooking streams again, because I will be setting up holiday presents. I'll be making presents for the people that do celebrate Christmas. But what I decided is a fun way for me to feel fulfilled. I'm going to make my own dehydrated seasonings. So we're going to dehydrate garlic, ginger, and a bunch of other like hand-grown herbs, and then I'm going to bottle those up, and I'm going to send those to people for my Christmas presents, because that's my way. I love cooking so much, and I feel like I'm giving you something useful that I put time and effort in, and it does taste infinitely better when it's like fresh made within the last few months versus what you get at the grocery store. So I'm not just like ego in my head like, oh, I gotta give a present that I put work into. It's like, no, it genuinely tastes better, and I love cooking, and that's a beautiful way to give to people. So cooking stream starting in the next week, 2 weeks, probably on Fridays. I might squish them in on Wednesdays, and it'll just be, I'll be cutting up the most garlic that you've ever seen in your life. Just be hustling on the chopping, and my fingers will probably sting by the time I'm done. The dehydrator for the end of the world, very important. First, let me make sure I'm still doing the promo, not just rambling about myself. This PY Vintage Salt and Pepper Shaker. Love it, love it. And again, if you're just tuning in now, the auction links are pinned in each of the chats, and I do simulcast. So I'm on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, and people can see what you're saying because I have a chat relay set up. So if you want to get on this, we do shipping to the US, even though I'm based in Canada. And this is run by Acorn Auctions Hamilton. If you're watching the chat, you'll see their links come up. And yeah, totally cool, Acorn. I would love to have you join. It's a great way to get like new viewers doing cooking streams. It really helped me get these channels, get my Twitch monetized, that is. And I love it. It's a little cute thing to do. It's something that brings me happiness. So I just hang out, do my thing, and then I'm going to just, this one will be pretty boring. It'll be cutting up like pounds of garlic or pounds of ginger. Fiesta Christmas tree tray. So this is the second Christmas tree tray. The other one was green, if I'm correct. So we got a red Christmas tree tray. Oh no, pink. The pink one is pretty. So $14 with 6 bids on the tree tray. It's always funny with speech impediments. I can say certain words. I can't say we review without stuttering, but I can say tree tray. I love syllables. The uranium glass. Needed to get to the uranium glass. I'm going to pull up all the links right now. 1930s. So uranium is also a material that a lot of people neglect is found in Canada. We do have one of the world's uranium mines. It is in Alberta, Canada, actually. And I do see this a little bit more on TikTok now, that people will take the black light to tune in to see if they can see their uranium and go through thrift shops to see if they can find the ceramics. Bro, someone asked me to say Irish, oh my god. Irish wristwatch. I have to focus. If you want me to say it without thinking, it's Irish yeah, I can't do it. Yeah, can't do it. So I got my little bit of learning disabilities, but that takes it on an edge. Anchor hawking. That should be a topic that I also need to research. We'll use the good old Googles. Anchor hawking. Ceramics. Anchor Hawking is the leading producer of glassware for home, bakeware, beverages. Another Ohio-based one. Okay, interesting. I like this. Anchor Hawking uranium. So it was probably Canadian uranium that they used. Yeah, we have both. We have a lot of nuclear mining in Canada that often goes undiscussed. And again, that is an unbiased topic. It's just Alberta, we mine uranium. And in BC, we have heavy water mines in the mountains, which is what you use for the reactors themselves. But that's just Bay fun facts for you. 1930s uranium glass mixing bowl, medium-sized mixing bowl. No markings on the bottom. So it comes out this like beautiful little tone of green. So you see why they used it. And the amount of radiation coming out of it is super negligible. It's the same amount you're getting from your cell phone. You know what I mean? So don't be hesitant to take a look at these listings coming up in the auction. Because they're only glowing because the black light is on it. The green has no harm to you. I love the subtleness of it. It's like that aged copper is what I always see. When I look at uranium glass, it reminds me of aged copper. We will share the link again. I gotta fix a chatbot. I just had one of my max sold auctions go into the, yeah, oopsies. I'll delete that off of Twitch. That's my bad. At least there's only one, so that's okay. And they are super cool. It's another one of those that, like, it's a really interesting piece of history. So thank you, Stone. Yeah, it's very interesting. The Abudan, we looked up Abudan last time. Abudan is like a very interesting style of print that isn't made so much anymore. And I do love these. I do genuinely. They're so cute. They're so cute. These are like back when you needed books and slides. Like these are kind of almost like prompt cards of what animals were before the internet existed. So these are close to like biological documentation, I guess. That biology for biology, I guess biology, etymology, species documentation, I guess, of what the animals were. Because before it's like, yeah, you didn't have the internet. Someone tells you what a fox is in North America, you're gonna be like, I need a picture of that. What do you mean? Like a chipmunk? Imagine, yeah, Lucinius. Like the naked mole rats down here, bro. Imagine you go back to Europe, you're in London, England, in 1830, 1930 even. You don't even have to go 200 years back. You're looking at, someone's like, oh, I saw this creature. It kind of looked like a squirrel, but it dug holes and it lives underground, but it's got spots on its back and the most beautiful stripes. You need a little picture card to tell that. So these are pieces of history that are something that I think, again, storytelling-wise, goes neglected into the value of these little documentation pieces provided people in the past. Provided people in the past. That's a good set of words right there. Another wool blanket, a yellow one. This one I had similar when I was a kid, that yellow wool blanket. An MCM horse lamp. So the horse lamp, where's the horse bulb? Do we have a lit up photo of the horse? No, we don't. Horse bulb. Horse bulb on the side. Okay. We got a horse bulb on the side here. So this is like you'd put him against the wall, and the horse is going to light up the wall on the side. I like that one. The speckles, too. This is beautiful ceramic work. It's very difficult ceramic work. $10, 3 bids. This one's going to get run up for sure. Made by Maddox of California. Works perfectly. This is 100%. Let's see what the horse lamp goes for at the end of the day. More lamps, Madonna lamps, Russian egg nesting dolls, kitchen lot, another needlepoint, the Pyrex. Pyrex has been hyped up as of late. If you're remotely engaged in being interested in antiques, you'll see that Pyrex is the big deal nowadays. And it's talking about ceramics, the fine printing on this, it had a standard of quality that is very hard to compete with. We've got these little, the floral patterns on it and the geometric patterns on the other one. These are a great compliment. And we're talking about things that last decades. These are going to last ages. Those Pyrex dishes ain't ever going to fail you. We're looking at a large casserole dish in the gold butterfly pattern with lid and a small casserole dish. Both are in great condition with original finish. And the glass tops. So you can toss those bad boys. Maybe not the oven. Let me not over recommend. Gnarly has some dope, deep Christmas children's cuts in book formats in stock, by the way. Mickey's Christmas Carol, an album is the favorite. Yeah, oh yeah. I've got so many Christmas books. I've got a lot of children's books now, and those are something I might send on to Acorn here to cut up the prints out of them. I'm so not sure. I've got a lot of very, very antique Christmas books coming my way, but they are tough to sell because of that same when you're reselling online, you have this dichotomy between how valuable the item is and how much people are seeking it out. So when I'm like trying to list a 1960s children's book, it is worth $25, but there's got to be the specific buyer that's already prepared to pay that much for it. And Pyrex is still made today. So that's these casserole dishes, still made today, and are a major manufacturer of fiber optics, plus originally founded by Tiffany & Co. The Tiffany & Co. is a fun fact that I'm definitely putting in the memory banks. I was not aware of this. A brass planter. But absolutely for the kind spirit of the year, it's funny people are more willing to be a part of at those times, sharing. Yeah, exactly. That makes sense. Talking about the Christmas energies, I'm totally with it, Aleem. This is beautiful. Same thing, ceramics works. This would hang beautifully in any room. That's a good little, you put your little succulent in there. That's a good little succulent hanger. Good little succulent hanger. $6. Not a bad price. I see that getting run up. The succulent hanger. Yeah, I mean, my baby might get enticed. You might see a little last minute bid on the succulent hanger from a baby. Walnut trinket. I have good energy levels today, but it seems the speech impediment is bad today. So we got the walnut trinket shelf. It's a pretty boy. Yeah, it's proper good. Good hardwood. We're at $6. Great for any office, just as their description says. Great for any office, entryway, house use. I see that functioning very well. PY. Salt and pepper shaker. So again, everybody, we got about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to take a break for 10. The soft close for this auction starts at 8 p.m. So if you want to sign up, there is the pinned comment in all of the chats, whether you're watching this on Twitch, Kick, or YouTube, and you can dive in on any of this. These are great gifts for the holiday season or fantastic decoration pieces if you're just like Acorn Auctions and you love decorating your house in all of the gear. Small spoons and little forks. These, in my mind, I would describe as fondue, but there's so many uses for them. These are very cute. These would be great to have for dinner parties. The stainless steel little forks. Good, great pastels, incredible detail. It's another one of those cases. Those gold inlays back in the day would have taken a lot of manufacturing focus, and we take for granted how easily Temu can pump them out now. So I'm glad this has a couple bids. I really like this piece. Embroidery lot, Folio Society, Bronte Sisters books. I have heard of Folio Society before, Bronte Sisters. So we're looking at Villay, Shirley, Jane Eyre. I went too much with the French accent. Jane Eyre, The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, Agnes Grey, and The Professor. These books are of exceptional quality. 6 volumes bound in moire green silk. Gilt tiles included. This set includes very little fading in the spines. So this could be an excellent set piece, excellent home decor, or you could actually read this. And shout out to TBZ. Thank you for dropping in, man. It's nice to see you. We always at work here, dog. We keep it moving. And today we're helping out our friends at Acorn Auction Hamilton. So Acorn Auctions Hamilton, and they do ship internationally. So I know you're based in the States if you're interested. Yo, you see the link at the top of the chat? Drop in, drop in. Bussel? Bussel. Lovely teal olive green. Bussel. Bustle? Bussel. It's a tough word. I recognize these blankets. Don't know how to say it. Very pretty one, though. Makes sense, makes sense. Got bids. Patchwork quilt. More Fiesta. Twilight Fiesta. Ooh, Twilight Fiesta. Let's see what this is. Ooh, a very deep blue. Again, made in Hawaii. Oh my, how did I go to Hawaii? Made in Ohio. Made out of Ohio clay. Boo clay? Okay, it's boo clay. Alright. Oh, it's doing buccal. Yeah, okay. Okay, boucle. Boucle blanket. Twilight Fiesta, very beautiful. Waterford Christmas ornament. Oh, it's a little pangy. With a silver belly though. This is, oh, it's the egg. It's the penguin egg. Okay, okay, okay. It's a penguin egg. I like it. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. It just took me a second to solve. Ornaments. Art Deco handbag. Let's see what this Art Deco handbag is looking like. Codpiece. Codpiece. We're looking at these guys. The codpiece. Pangu box. A+. A+. Art Deco handbag. 1940s. Yellow black brass. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Yeah, I love these detailed patterns. Some serious embroidery work. Oh, this could be great for an event. Costume. Adding to a collection. 2 bids, $6. What are the inches on it? That's what I was about to check. 8 1/4 by 3. Oh, that's very manageable. Demure, very demure. Super demure. Milk glass. Mountain pottery. We're big into the pottery here. So we're going to do milk glass, and we're going to do the Miramar. And these glass eggs. I got a glass egg. I didn't know people desired glass eggs. One is stamped Randell. Milk glass. Beautiful. For me, they're like deco pieces. But I know other people find more value in these deco pieces for different reasons. So I wouldn't particularly say that it's just that. I feel like there's a lot of ways that you could find use for milk glass. Like you could use it as a planter for succulents or stuff that's like not as big of a stain, or you could use it as a great serving dish. And Miramar Stewart California pottery. This is beautiful. 1950. Wow. Shouts to Acorn Auctions. They really do have a great selection of period pieces from many different time frames. It's so cool to see. I love the subtle hints of red on this one. The dragon's just a big flex. And then the egg, no big crystal egg comments. Just didn't know crystal eggs were actually wanted as paperweights. Now, when you're talking about forming glass, yeah, it's very difficult to do, but oh yeah, my bad. I didn't know it was something that was desired. It's really cool to see. Margel Fernell. Margel Fernell, for sure. Let's not go with Margel. Girona. 43 stamp. Could be 1943. Likely where it was made typically. Wow, this is a beautiful piece. I really like this. Studio pottery. This one makes me envious. I would either use this for my plants or I would put olive oil in it and get a cork to put in top. That's a beautiful piece. Wow. Ooh, my hips just popped. I'm an old man. I don't have a cramp. You have a cramp. So Kaiser Op Art Vase. Oh, I like this too. That's a good vase. That's a beautiful vase. What's the size we're looking at? We're looking at 5-inch, 5.5, 5.5 by 6.25. Yeah. Very pretty. Love it. Turner original art, pansy painting. Okay, so pansy painting, we have pansy flowers. That's why it's a pansy painting. Turner original art. Details on this piece are also very pretty. Again, they're so much better at appreciating the details of these prints than I am, and I highly, highly admire the work that Acorn Auctions does. And again, if you want to check it out, they got the link in the pinned comment on each of the chats. I see I got people in all of the platforms. Spread of people watching across right now. So just so you know, I do simulcast. So although we got a few going on Twitch, we got a few going on YouTube too. So don't be afraid to comment or send a follow. The best way to support right now is to build both of our followings, because that's how we both get more views. The monetization grind is real, but it's not about getting the dollar amounts from it. I just want to be able to help show this to more people that can also find value in the little knickknacks that I also appreciate. So Wade Tea Figurines. Nursery Rhyme series. So tea figurines. These could be more westernized, but typically back in the day, you would serve these little tea figurines, yeah, alongside you, as well as your black tea. I know that the Chinese ones, you're typically going to pour the tea onto them as like a sign of respect as you start. I do really like the turtle as well. Shout out to Stoned. This little turtle here. Oh, that's ornate too. That's a very beautiful turtle. The crocodile is pretty too. I like that a lot, actually. I like the turtle and the alligator a lot. The bunnies are cute, but that's a great little tea set, yeah. That's some serious work there. That's a nice boar as well. We got a nice boar. Beaver, okay. Giraffe would have been really hard to do, to be fair. Take for granted how detailed the painting pattern is on it, so tough call. Giraffe not my fave, but very reasonable. Very tough to make giraffe. A West German Santa, Fitz and Floyd treble clef vase, a ceramic Christmas house. More fiestas after that, a wood incense holder, the tiki kitchen lot, Blue Mountain pottery. Lots of great pottery pieces in this auction. So inspiring to see. Again, such a contrast to my offerings. It's very beautiful and something that I need to spend time investing education hours into. Pair of stained glass looking ceramic candle houses. Light a candle inside and watch them twinkle. Oh, this is pretty. You could use this anywhere and for multiple seasons. I guess the reef. The reef kind of makes it Christmassy. No reef? Yeah, big multi-use. I guess you could always like turn the reef around and use it at a different time of year. I love that it has the little exhaust vents at the top for the carbon and the flame to escape. That's cute. I like these a lot. That would be a fantastic gift. I genuinely like those a lot. Tickles my fancy a little bit. Tiki Blue Mountain. Let's look at, because we looked at all the other. We got Tiki Noritake. I do know this one is another Japanese one. Hallcraft. So we're gonna go Blue Mountain and Hallcraft right here, right quick. So what's this Blue Mountain pottery lot? Rare Blue Flame Drip Glaze Salt and Pepper Shakers, Green Drip Daisy Shaped Spoon Rest, a tan/brown drip glazed sugar bowl, and all marked with Blue Mountain pottery at the bottom. Spoon Rest, having Spoon Rest labeled on it is wild. That's a first for me. I've never seen Spoon Rest labeled on the Spoon Rest. I like that. Oh man, that's a great glaze though. These salt and pepper shakers, that's difficult. A labeled spoon rest though, that's crazy. Cute doggo. And oh wow, that's the same, that orange and that red. That's a great pottery lot. It's quite beautiful. BMP Canada. So that's the this guy. BMP is that. Blue Mountain Pottery, often neglected. We have a whole section. So not only do we have good pieces from Canada and Blue Mountain, we got some good pieces from Ohio with the Fiesta. So we got the Hallcraft serving set. These guys are quite pretty. Yeah, oh yeah, the floral. Floral's always like that in between of like, it needs to be people who want to develop floral pottery sets. So it's very beautiful, should be appreciated by people, but hard to sell to general audiences, you know? Good to see a large spread then. We're going to quickly speed run down to, we're at 100. We're going to go to the page 2 here quick. Then I'm going to take my 10-minute break. And we're going to get back on here. And we're going to watch this auction close because the soft close is at 8 p.m. So the soft close is at 8 p.m. You can see the auction link in the description. And you can register for this auction. We do shipping in Canada and the US of A. And done by my friends at Acorn Auctions Hamilton. House Salt and Pepper Shaker. Oh, someone's about to get some decoration on for this auction. Brown Pyrex, another made by Tiffany & Co. Let's look at this. Couple Pyrex sets. Separate lots, which makes sense, but oh wow. Super pretty. Great Pyrex sets you got. Federal Glass. Mid-century modern placemats. Let's see this placemat right quick. Fun, interesting. Very unique placemat. I like it. I like it. I would stain it. I would stain the hell out of it. That's the only thing. That's my comment on that. Christmas, 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 Christmas. Antique bulbs. Yep. Antique Christmas bulbs. If you got some set of lights from your grandparents, parents. Alderbrook. 3,000 replacement bulbs. But yeah, big time. Lesson learned. I did do it last time too, so I have to be humble. I'm repeating an error, but I got to start a half hour earlier. The hour to run through everything too short, so it's on me. It's on me. It's my fault. Start earlier. We're looking at lot 33. A lot of 4 ceramic paintings. Let's do the right good guy thing right now. And make sure I send this over to Acorn Auctions since we've got it. So they're aware. I know they are listening in the chat, but this way, ideally, they'll be able to catch that this one wasn't fully set up. Which is another reason I got to start earlier. Done. Sent on. Sometimes having 3 monitors has its benefit. No worries, no worries. I appreciate that you guys are listening so attentively, too. Big appreciation there. Gorham Muppets figure. Okay, so when this closes, we're going to get some hype going on. I'm so intrigued to see how the battles go on this boy. 1973. Dachshund and Poodle. Oh, there are little dogs. There's little dogs in it. Love it. I love it. Okay, so this is going to be a fun set. This is going to be a fun set. Let's check out this last page right quick. I am curious what pops out. Faux fur, Greek philosophy, paperback, ceramic, wall pocket, cuckoo clock. Ooh, that cuckoo clock better go. Christmas, brass towel rack, vintage glass bulbs, straw angels, vintage games. The Citizen Portable TV caught my eye. We've got 2 things that I supplied, but I'm focused on just showing what's cool rather than flexing what I put in. But this portable TV, although there are no analog channels left for you to watch, wow. That on a shelf, great deco piece. Unbelievable deco piece. We got Wonder Woman, Funko Pop, small electric guitar, fair. Small electric guitar I tossed in. One of my friends supplied this with me ages ago, and I figured Acorn Auctions would be a good way to get rid of it. It is Maya. It is a company that got screwed over because they ripped over Fender Stratocasters. It looks just like a Fender Stratocaster. So it's they got copyright issues going on from that one. VHS lots, also intrigued for my own data catch. Okay, so the last thing, I'm going to take my washroom break, my 5-minute breather in a second. Let's see, men's vanity lot. What do we got in the vanity lot? Oh, a variety of little pouchies. Ah, it's a travel lot. The stick is what deceived me. This is beautiful. So this is like a toiletry bag. It's an antique toiletry bag. With a cane? A shoehorn. It's got to be a shoehorn. It's got to be a shoehorn. Men's travel lot. Leather pouches with toiletry containers. Vintage shoehorn included. I would get this if I knew what to do with the shoehorn. I do like it. What lot number is this? 200? Okay. If we're near 200, no one wants the vanity lot. This is going to be my toiletry bag. But we'll see. We'll see. It also is that quite compact. It's actually more compact than the modern one that I have. So this would be useful. But I digress. I digress. Either way, everybody, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. We're going to put you on the BRB screen. I'm going to drop a message in the chat for everyone using Restream right now. BRB. 5 to 10 mins. Soft close starts at 8 p.m. Register at the link pinned. Done. Okay. Everybody, shouts out to Acorn Auctions. If you want their link, you can see it through the chat bot in chat. I appreciate how many people we have watching across the platforms. Just so you know, I do simulcast. So I'm on Twitch, I'm on Kick, I'm on YouTube. And as we're watching this auction close, you can pick things up to be shipped to the US. So this isn't just Canada only. And if you want to follow Acorn Auctions on Instagram outside of the pinned chat message, here you go. Check the chat right now. It's available for you. And this way you can keep up when more auctions like this are happening and when we're going to be streaming the closing of them. and you better get in now. We got one more coming up for the end of November, and then otherwise we take a breather through the December month. So you want cool items to not only deco your house, but to give to others? Don't lack, okay? We'll be right back. everybody, just my vocals now. We're just getting rocking. Okay, and I like the color changing LEDs on too right now, so we're gonna leave it that way. As promised, now the move is to get locked in on the close of this auction. So, last shoutouts. Let's do the obligatory shoutouts. My name's Bailey. I operate all of this content under NarleyMedia. That is like my creative personal profile. So if you want to tune in for all the interesting streams of me reacting to reselling content and working with amazing folks like Acorn Auctions Hamilton, this is the place to subscribe. And any little follow subscription is the best way to support. You can catch the link to the auction in the pinned comment of each of the chats. And I do simulcast, so I'm on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick at the moment. And other than that, I do have my own reselling business that I operate under Grandma's Dead Stock. And you'll catch me on a weekly basis streaming the eBay content related to that. In addition, I do my own auctions with my homie Patty on the side as well. So if you're keen to see stuff that we're selling locally in Toronto, because we only offer local pickup, this one will be happening next week, and then there's another Acorn Auctions auction happening for the end of November, as well as one of ours at the end of the month. So if you stay tapped in, we've got multiple of these auction reaction live streams coming up for the rest of the year. So don't be afraid to follow. You can hit us up on Instagram or tab in on any of these actual links that you're already seeing these at. The YouTube algo really been working lately, and a lot of credit is due to Acorn Auctions for collaborating on these projects, because it's really helped with my outreach, and I definitely don't take any of it for granted. I'm super stoked to see how this collaboration has benefited the both of us. We got a decent amount of viewers across each of the platforms right now, so shout out to y'all. No matter where you're watching, a big thing about what I do on a regular basis, I'm okay being your second screen content. Flip that shit on, put it on the other monitor, and when you hear me getting hyped about an item that sounds interesting, go ahead, drop in there. I definitely don't need my ego to be satisfied by being the only person you listen to on all these topics. So, promos aside, we're going to go back to the listing. When I started, I showed how you can sort the items in these auctions in a much more simplistic fashion. And, oh, baby, we love watching this. Hey, I have very much appreciated. I'm very grateful for working with you two, the duo behind Acorn Auctions. They're the sweetest pair of humans. It's been a big inspiration for me as well. They've given me a lot of credit on how much they feel that I've helped to inspire them to create more. But honestly, like, being able to see such a different perspective on how you approach the reselling business has been something super fulfilling for me. So big shouts to Acorn Auctions. And again, I know there's plenty of people in my audience who are from the United States, because I was just checking my analytics today. Don't fret, because when we're working with Acorn, you can also get anything that I'm showing off today. And when it comes to the lots in order, it looks like we've got a bit of competition at the start of the auction, which is great for the design of Acorn. When you're working with high bid, you need to make sure that you put the important ones at the beginning. And even the big old ceramic Christmas tree, $50, 19 bids, closing at lot number 6. The wool blankets, we got at least one bid on all these early ones, and these are very much due to have some competition in it. So I'm very excited to see how it performs. The Fiesta Christmas tree tray. Someone is 100% going to get that. The other pink one is beautiful, and I did see that it had higher bids. The Joseph Panacci signed pottery. These are also stunning. $5, one bid. Original from Caledon, but now out in Simcoe. So this is Canadian handcrafted art. 2004. 2004, so 2024. It's 20 years old. It's getting close to vintage. I do like these. Very pretty. Nice little line work on it, too. This side bowl, you could use it for a lot. I wouldn't call it a sugar bowl, but I'd be interested to put some baking goods in that little blue one. But I digress. I'm getting too creative on my own means here. Polyflab. Polyflab. Polyfab floral tray. Oh, these are beautiful. These are classics too. So polyfab is like the it's antique now because time is rolled on. The antique version of vinyl, I think. Let's see. Let's look up polyfab. What is polyfab? Very French. Lots of French results. Custom plastics. This is what I thought. Okay, yeah. So it's like the old school version of vinyl plates and vinyl printing. The milk glass. Not surprised that it's going up for a lot. And look at me. Look at me. I'm getting better at saying milk. I grew up in the country, so I'm a big milk sayer. A big milk boy. Art glass baskets. Oh, those are cute. Blue Mountain Pottery. $11. Good to see. UPCO pottery lot. Let's see the UPCO. This one we didn't look at earlier. Green pottery lot. Mostly drip glaze and one stamped. All made in the US of A. Yeah. I'm big milk. Malk. M-A-L-K. Oh, I got bullied a lot for that one. I had to specifically, talk about my speech impediments and my own issues. I had to specifically like untrain myself from saying Malk. It was primarily after becoming like doing streaming and doing my previous podcasts that unfortunately fell through, but that's a whole other tale for when it's not 5 minutes to the auction. But I had a couple different podcasts that I participated in, and I would say Malk, and I would just get ripped apart in the comments, and I really specifically worked on making sure I could say milk, just like everyone else does in society. Blue Mountain Sign Sculptures. What's this one? That one I missed. Did miss this. Oh, the little doggo. I now feel so bad. Do not feel bad. Never feel bad. Making the decision to be the guy in front of the camera, I'm very used to it. No, I'm so used to it, and it's fun. If you really want to become part of the community, it seems like some of the regulars are a little slow today, and they're in lurk mode, just hanging out. It's humble. It's humbling. It's humbling. Because otherwise, that's where the toxicness comes in, right? You gotta have people there who are willing to make fun of how you say things. So, genuinely not sit as a cover, totally fine. I enjoy it, and the people I'm close with love to make fun of me, and I'm okay with that. A Bayou Scenic Oil painting on canvas, too. I appreciate it, Acorn, though. Nonetheless, it's... Someone's got to keep Bebe in line. Bebe watching the Bayou. Great frame, too. Wow. To Brent on the day of the important occasion of his 21st birthday in 1985. I love when people type grandpa without the D. That's adorable. Autumn Road original art. This one we looked at. We looked at this red ceramic planter pot. These vintage planter pots. Way better than the plastic little pieces of junky poo that I have. Where are they made? Portugal. So this is actual ceramics. Let's take a good look at these. I like those. The one on the right, definitely more me. Way more me on the right. Left one, still very pretty. I love the black texture and the differences of it. Vintage planters, fun. Fun, fun, fun. Macrame too. Didn't know that you could sell vintage macrame like this. I'm so glad to see it's got bids. My mom's makes macrame, so I don't have vintage macrame, but data collection wise, very interesting for opposing auctions. Opposing is a competitive word for if I were to sell them on Max Sold. Beautiful vintage macrame with lovely cream color. What was the base? I saw you took a picture of the base. So stamp, yeah, so probably 80s, 90s if I had to guess. I love it though. It's macrame, but it looks like jute. Looks like jute. It looks like twine, like rope texture. Ginger jar we looked at. We looked at the glass egg. Rosenthal Studio line vase. What is this line vase? So we got a big vase and a little baby vase. I like it a lot. Silver stamp on it. Maker's mark, made in Germany. Rosenthal white vase is marked Rosenthal Studio line. Releases part of their premium porcelain offering. Smaller bud ring produced by fine German porcelain maker Thomas, later amalgamated into Rosenthal Porcelain Company. So both of them are technically the same brand. I have seen this one before. Oof, just again, my ceramics knowledge, I gotta memorize these logos way better if I'm to get good at this part of it. Ceramics never been my specialty. Beswick kitty? Oh, that's a cute kitty. Oh, it's a cute kitty. It's a good little kitty. I like it. I love the subtle details of the fur. It would look so much worse if it was smoother and not so hand carved. That's a pretty boy. Beswick, yep. So many ceramics factories in Great Britain that don't get so much notoriety just because stoneware and all these other classics were hyped up so much for the time. So we're loaded up. 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Pyrex. Total lots. Automatically remove closed lots. We got the dinging noise. So again, this is Acorn Auctions. If you want to get in on any of these items, you can hit the link in the pinned comments of the chat. And these do ship internationally. So we're watching a Fiesta Christmas tray at $26 with 9 bids closed now. It seems like people are getting in on the pottery now. And now the excitement starts. This is the auction reaction stream that I enjoy. So Fiesta Christmas tree tray closing at 9 bids at $26. And we've got the Pyrex casserole dish lot. $10, 4 bids. Those beautiful pieces, stunning. Again, made by Tiffany & Co. That is interesting. I definitely think Pyrex is something that is more collectible. That's something that people are going to resell on a regular basis. So I'm quite interested at the fact that they didn't go off once again. I'm going to drop the auction link into the YouTube chat just to be sure. If anyone new's dropping in, don't be afraid to click the link and check out what's going. We got some competition going on these items that are going to be closing soon. The teak framed mirror, $11, 4 bids. That's a good classic piece that can decorate a living room well. So if you're winning that teak, that's something that you don't even need to know what you're doing. You put that on Facebook Marketplace as A, easy resale, and B, something that can decorate your house very well. We got 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Pyrex casserole dish closing at $10. Ceramic Christmas tree, there's no way. Someone's going to bid on that Christmas tree. Everyone's grandma had one of those ceramic Christmas trees. As I was saying beforehand, $60, 21 bids. Is going to get some competition. Come on, 45 seconds and no one's going to fight for that boy? That one I don't believe. Blue Mountain pottery lots are all going up. If you're really interested in your Canadian-made pottery, we're looking at some of these guys. So teak mirror, $11. Good win for somebody. Good win. The needlepoint painting, as I said, such a delicate art form. Very, very undervalued in this modern era. Glad it's going up. Soft close means that the items do go up if someone bids on them in the last minute. Ceramic Christmas tree. We're looking at 4 seconds on them. Oh, the Christmas tree, $60. Okay. Joseph Panache. The Polyfab floral plates, $20. They're classic pieces. I like it. I like it. I was just checking the scroll down. Panucci, the Blue Mountain, $6. I suspect we got some Blue Mountain bidders in this stream right now because it definitely seems like these are the ones getting the attention. These floral pieces are quite unique as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if someone gets in on them. We've got the needle points, as I said. Still getting hyped up. $20, $20. Oh, that's the wool blanket that's getting the bids. Cute. Inspiring. The wool blanket. We got a couple items closing. Polyfab. Fair. Still $20. That's a good haul. That's a good haul. Blue Mountain Pottery. 4 mins. The brass home decor is going up. Closing on the one. Floral needlepoint vintage. About to go. We got 20 seconds on the 2 ones that are closing. Most recently, upcoming. I'm looking at, we got a lot of bids rolling in across the board. West German. So people seem to be more interested in West German versus Blue Mountain because this is only $6 for some beautiful little floral pieces. And someone got a W on that. And the other needlepoint. Higer Hall USA Pottery. 50 seconds. That's a fun piece. I do like it. $9. This is, I think, another Ohio-made piece, if I'm correct. Not defined. Great colors on it. $9. 30 seconds left on this. Higer Hall. Come on. Only $9? We already got so many pottery buyers in this actual auction reaction, so I can't believe that's all it's going for. The milk glass got bidded up a bit. I see some competition coming in on the milk glass. The milk glass. We've got the art glass baskets, which is interesting with all of the buyers of glass and ceramics here. No bids on it. And the Hager Hall, Dunzo, he's out of here. $9. Big W. And we got one of the milk glass lots closing for $10. I think if this one gets bid on, it really speaks to the rest of the lots. People are totally going to, if this goes up, the rest are going to go up. $10, 6 bids. Great details on these pieces. Classic milk glass always has those little notches on them, it feels like. Glass baskets are going to close. We got some of the Blue Mountain pottery down here in the lower section. We got one with one bid that wasn't bid on earlier, and we've got the other beautiful floral lots. It seems like someone's missing out. We definitely have a Blue Mountain pottery buyer in here who missed out on the first beautiful lot. We're looking at 9 seconds and 39 seconds on these other milk glass lots. And the UPCO pottery, so the American-made pottery is definitely really getting bid up as we go along in this closing here. So first milk glass gone. So as I said, it was emblematic. If one of them gets bid, they're all getting bid up, and it seems like that is not the case today, which is totally fine. Totally fine. Because there's so many other beautiful ceramic options that Acorn Auctions Hamilton is offering today, and they do ship internationally, so they ship to the US of A. And if you're watching this in the future, totally okay, because they have another one at the end of November, and they ain't quitting with their beautiful selections of lots. I'm getting good at those pitches, eh? Brass home decor. I love these brass home decor pieces, but I always struggle to find other people that are interested in them. But they're the best little cutest little keychain hangers, bro. You don't want this in the front hall of your home. This is lovely. This is lovely. I'm a little biased, but they're so cute. Yeah. Acorn def ain't quitting. They ain't quitting. And again, I do simulcast, so if you're interested in getting involved in any of these, the pinned comments on each of the chats, so whether YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, you can get involved in this, and you will see my chatbots dropping off the Instagram shout out for Acorn if you want to see what they're up to. 3 bids on the brass home decor. Come on, someone can toss that up. $8. That guy's so cute. It's so cute. I've still got my home sweet home that I don't know what I want to do with it. Oh, okay, 22 seconds on that boy. Blue Mountain Pottery Lot, $5. And the other one, the rare one with the great ceramic color. This guy, we're looking at lot number 22, the rare BMP lot. Stunning ceramic quality, stunning. They're about 4.5 inches by like 3 inches, roughly. Makes sense why it's bid up. It's both beautiful glaze work as well as being a unique decor piece. Some of the others, so all the art's coming up, and I'm very interested to see what stands out amongst the art, and it seems like other people have been appreciating the needlepoint aesthetics. We've got the Blue Mountain Pottery Lot. We got one closing right now. Bang. And people are fighting over that wool blanket. We got some wool blanket competition here at $32 for an Ayers wool blanket. And that's something, again, just like all the other pieces will last a lifetime. As long as you keep the moths away from it, you're set up there. And the UPCO pottery. So it seems like American-made pottery is what's hyped right now in this auction lot, which is interesting to see. That international shipping offered by Acorn Auctions seems to be very efficient at getting buyers who are interested in the US-made stuff. So UPCO pottery lot, we're looking at the signed studio pottery vintage, $16. I wonder why this is going for the same amount as the BMP. BMP has a lot more brand cachet to its name. Signed by Martha. If you want Martha's pottery, it's about to close in 30 seconds. UPCO at 26. That's a good dollar amount. I'm with it. And people are biddering up the rare BMP. We definitely got some BMP buyers. We got some BMP buyers in here that were missing out on the first few lots. There's still more to come. I know for sure there's more to come. There's even a lot at number 27. We've got another BMP lot here. We got Canadian-made ceramics. No bids. We got fights on the other ones, and this yellow texture is stunning. It's definitely made in Canada. It is the OG of BMP. We've got a minute and a half on that, and the sign, someone got Martha's Pottery for $16. Good win, good win. West German made. We got West German pottery closing. Not too crazy, not too crazy. The colors are stunning, though. I can't believe it. So we're going to look at the planter right here. This blue, love the blue. Blue with the white drips. That's a drippy pot, bruh. Sorry, I'm playing to all the internet kids. Some drippy cheese, bruh. Oh, God. I keep seeing the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul thing on my Netflix feed. I was watching Gundam before this, and it's like, do you want to watch Jake Paul? There we go. Someone likes the drippy pots, huh? Shouts to whoever's passively watching, getting some of the pottery. That's good to see. That's good to see. We got one Blue Mountain pottery lot. We got 30 seconds left on it. One going for 0, but the one that actually has bids here. Another beautiful aesthetic of blue. That, like, seriously, like that center there, the little speckles. Man, that's a hard glazing job. Incredibly hard glazing job. And we got 15 seconds left on both of them. Someone's definitely fighting for some BMP in here, and they missed them at the start. 10 seconds. Come on. Really? Let's see. 1:17. Oh, they're fighting for the other one. They're fighting for the beautiful red lot. The sign sculpture, very cute, but very interestingly unique. That's a good market piece. Going for 0 right now, closing for 0. And the Margal Fernell Studio Pottery. This guy is such a... I would love to put some olive oil in this thing. Big olive oil piece right here. This is a great kitchen accessory. Another incredible piece of, like, one of a kind ceramics going in the Acorn Auctions lot. available with shipping to the US of A. Slightly tempted to bid on it, but I gotta be straight. If I bid on that, I'm not actually gonna use it for, properly. I was about to swear. I'm trying to be a better boy at swearing. I need it, but I don't need it. It's one of those. In 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. That's fun. We got an oil painting closing in 30. Bayou scene on the canvas. So again, must be U.S. buyers in here. So shouts to y'all. I want to remind you that we do have U.S. shipping available. And it seems like the wool blanket is finally slowed down. Seems like the wool blanket is down to 40 seconds-ish here. $36 for a wool blanket, though. Good win on all ends. Cheaper than it would cost at a high-end vintage seller. But at the same time, worth Acorn putting in the lot. And we got the oil painting gone. The Bayou scene. Oil on canvas. 20 seconds on this Bayou scene. Quite a pretty piece. Hand painted. Another needlepoint. The needlepoint brought in a lot of competition on the last one. So needlepoint, 10 bids, $19. This one really stood out to me. This was the one I reviewed in the pre-stream. The Framing Warehouse Hamilton. So it was a needlepoint and then framed in Canada. The lot of 4 scenic paintings and the blanket just closed for $36. Okay. Needlepoint vintage. Ooh, only 19, eh? The other one got some competition, and the one with the missing photos, someone's taking a gamble. We're getting 4 scenic paintings for $40. For $5 with 40 seconds left. Mixed up my dollars and my seconds, which is not wise. Let's refresh just to make sure. Yeah, so photos just didn't upload on my end. Definitely don't think it's an Acorn end with the issue. The rare BMP lot, although it derived some competition. Oh, people want in on the beautiful little floral pot, eh? We've got a winter scene original art, which is also good to note. I have some prints from original artists around Canada who don't necessarily have a lot of hype around their names. So this is also, again, great data for me to be aware that, like, just because it's in a nice frame, even though it's a proper painting, doesn't necessarily mean it will draw interest. So this winter scene, $0. It's not a bad painting. It's Mackenzie. It's not terrible. The frame, at least, is very useful in other applications, so I am surprised that it's not rated higher. We're looking at, we've got another mountain river scenic art. We're looking at this bad boy at original oil painting. This is proper. There's classic of the era, but better than Bob Rossi. I love the frame around this. This is very aesthetic. I would put this in my hallway. I'd put this in my front hallway, no problem. No bids on those 2 oil paintings, though. The MCM, so West German and U.S. made pottery seems to be the hype train today. The rare BMP lot is all the way up to $24, which is good to see. The vintage planter lot, I really thought that would get at least 5. I do like the floral pattern on it. The hanging brass planter, not surprised. That is a great piece. And the macrame. I wonder what brings the macrame value to it. But this brass one, with the ceramic pot, tempting. Tempting boy. Very tempting boy. But I've got so many plants in my house already. West German pottery planter, $14, closing in a minute. This is the one with the beautiful green piece with the drippy cheese, bruh. But I think the people finding the value is in the right-hand one. The right-hand one is more stereotypically appealing to other people, but I love the little drippy green planter. Mosaic tile dishes, $5, 1 bid. Planter lot, again, surprised. High bid, infinitely better than max sold for this. The little features of having the ding and that I can watch it live like this, way better for the competitiveness. I might even email max sold directly about it. That's the critical difference of their platform. But I digress. We're talking about focusing on Acorn Auctions Hamilton, which does ship to the U.S. And if you want to get involved in any of these items, there is a link pinned in the chat. So don't be afraid to drop in. And otherwise, the best way to support us is to drop a follow. You will see their Instagram link in the chats, and mine is both in the description of this video. But same, I got the chat bots doing work for me. Otherwise, I'm simulcasting Twitch, YouTube, and Kick right now. Check us out on any of them, and everyone else can see what you're saying. We got the mosaic tiles closing $5. Macrame, 30 seconds. The rare BMP lot. People have been fighting for this one. People have been fighting for this beautiful little rose boy, and we got 20 seconds left on him. I can't believe. Come on, it's not going to get one more? Otherwise, terracotta planter, macrame. That's a good deal for the macrame. Again, very interested to see what specifically makes the vintage macrame more valuable than others. So $10 lot on one. It looks like it's going to end on $10 on the other one. And the $24 rare BMP gone. And the MCM West German vase. So West Germany made. This one is very pretty, so it makes sense. We've got the hanging brass planter about to close. So we're going to skip those out. Let's look at the West German vase. That's going for $44 at 15 bids now. It is great ceramic work. Because that's not just glaze. That's so much more. That's the actual materials you were using. That's so pretty. That's like a centerpiece for a table in a hip house. Yeah, it looks like all the hanging planters are about to close. Pebble Horse Art. $6 with 2 bids. Let's see this pebble. Is it made out of pebbles? Or is it just... Oh, it is made out of pebbles. So the pebbles were clearly glued on there and then painted over, which is very unique. I appreciate this a lot. That's a cool art piece. $6 for the pebble horsies. That's it. That's just the $6 for the pebble horsies. But the stained glass decor window, as I said, I love you in ASL. 49 seconds. Tough call. Very pretty. Very beautiful. Tempted to get it for my roommate for Christmas, but too much art in my house. $16, 9 bids. That's a good piece. That's a good piece. The stained glass can be worth a lot more. And my God, that West German vase is getting run up. $70 now. One of a kind piece. The Hasba Relpo planter pot set for $5 is about to close. And then we've got a couple of the other ceramics coming up next. Hasba Relpo planter pot. Oh, these are pretty. Those are really good planters. Wow, yeah. Put some succulents in there. Your house is looking fresh. Looking fresh. $5. Someone's about to deco their house in ASL I Love You. Great gift for the right person. Brody Aeroband's original art. It looks like we got a little fish in here. Oh, it's a little shrimpy. No, he's a lobster. Lobster. So we got kind of like a seafood centric. Shape of a shell, but lobster engraved. $8 for bids. About to close, 30 seconds. And we've got those other planters going. The Miramar collection. The dragon piece makes me want it alone. The dragon on this Miramar lot 47. Very cool. I love the little... I know it's just paint touched on, but it's such a subtle detail that really makes it pop. And then, as you can see, this glazed figurine. Adorable. Adorable. Stewart, California pottery. 30 seconds. The little lobster lot closing for 8. The ginger jar. Arthur Wood. So another notable ceramics brand. The glaze just has the... it's not cracking. I always forget what it's called, but it's got the little lines in it because of its age. If anything, it shows the quality of it. With the Miramar closing at $5, the ginger jar is sitting there, and we've got the Rosenthal Studio vase and the glass egg paperweight, $7. Still some interest in the glass egg. Way more interest in the glass egg than I would have anticipated. This is why I've held on to the glass egg that I have. White vase lot, Kaiser Op. I'm having a little sip of water because I've been killing it right now, so give me a second. We got a little war going on for this German vase, though. $85. So U.S. made, West German made seems to be the vase dealio. When I'm done this, I'm making handmade dumplings. I made dumpling filling already this morning, and then I'm about to take the little wrappers, make my own pot stickers. But I digress. I'm just stoked on the flavor. Otherwise, we got glass egg going for $7. The Rosenthal had a little bit of competition. This one's up to 4 minutes now. So we have 4 bids on the Rosenthal Studio vase line. We got the more generic ones going for 0, which is fair. The Kaiser OP has got 2 minutes, so someone just got in on this guy. This like coin-shaped one. This is a great grandma gift. It's an A+ grandma gift. For sure. Surprised it's not getting another bid. I hear the dings going off, so that means people are competing over something, and I think it's these Art Deco portraits. Oh, and the Turner original art, as we're commenting on it. It seems like people are getting in on the portraits. The cat's going for $8. Very fair, very cute. The little tea figurines getting up there too. European street scene painting. So it looks like these guys are going to settle down a little bit. We're going to keep checking in on the MCM West German vase, but for now, oopsies, I hit back. We're going to look at the European street scene prints. Oh, this is like, yeah. Wow. Works in both a modern home as well as like a gift to a more elder person. I like it a lot. 3 European street scene in white. That's a good cream colored frame. $5. That guy's gonna close in a minute. So if someone wants to steal that, that's another excellent present. Assorted trinket dishes. Very fair. A floral lithograph. Just got bid on recently if it's that high up in timing. The Art Deco portraits brought up to $11. We've got the watercolor original painting. The Turner original art is getting bid up. The original watercolor landscape is a little low. And come on, that trinket shelf. You could take that to a vintage market and triple that price. If anything, even if you're a woodworker, that's a woodworker's project right there. But we're looking at Art Deco portraits, lithographs, no explicit details on them. I love the detail on these guys, though. That's some serious color. I like it a lot. It's a very interesting color palette choice for these pieces, for these lithographs. European selling for $5. It looks like we've got the last of the vases. The MCM vase is at now $90, so it's getting bid up. That guy's been held up. He's number 37. We're closing out on number 56, and people did like the Art Deco portraits, which is good to see. I'm happy that I could show you guys the details. Again, if you want to drop in on any of these items, you can see the auction link pinned in the comments, and I do simulcast, so if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, everyone else can see what you're saying, so don't be afraid to get involved in the chat. Otherwise, I do not have the ego. Second screen content is okay. And Acorn Auctions does ship to the US of A, so if you're watching this from down south, don't be afraid to get in on this. We got $88 on the Rosenthal vase. And now we're looking at the Turner portrait, which had 6 bids. And now the Art Deco portrait has more bids than that. This original watercolor painting is about to close in a minute. And it looks like it's a floral pattern. Let's check this out. Oh, that's an incredible amount of depth. That's another good frame, too. Made by T. Campbell. I do quite like these flowers. It's a very simple watercolor, but really adds some depth. But I do see a little bit of stain in the bottom right corner. Although I would say that it adds to the quote-unquote patina of the subject. Some light water staining at the edge of the matting, which is, yeah, totally. $5 on that boy. So people are getting more in on the Art Deco paintings, which makes a lot of sense. We also had another bid on the Turner art, it seems like. When it comes to closing soon now, we have to go to the second row because we've got some competition items in the lineup now, it seems like. We've got the original watercolor landscape at $0, about to close. And someone else got in on the walnut trinket shelf. I'm happy that that was also watched by the chat, so I appreciate y'all for creeping in on the items that I'm highlighting. We're looking at this original. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's on canvas too, eh? And I love these little dabs. I wonder what these little dabs are. That's my lack of art knowledge. But I love how, yeah, the little dabs with how the red bleeds into the blue without touching the sand. Great subtle detail to this piece. $0. Wow. Okay, closing in 30 seconds. And we've got, 1 minute left on the highly competitive West German vase for $90. Come on, someone, there's all this battling, 23 bids is going to close at 90. This is definitely, you're never going to find this again piece for sure. That's going to make someone's home. That's going to make someone's holidays right there. It's going to be definite holiday maker for $90. Can't get that at an arts market. Someone's got to get in on it before. There's no way that there's not. This is why you host the soft closing. You host the soft closing so that you can get the last minute folks creating some hype around these items. The Beswick Kitty, $10. Very impressed with the Beswick Kitty. The Beswick Kitty deserves to be $10. And we are sitting at 5 seconds left on the West German vase. About to be out. She gone. $90. Floral lithograph, at least got a bit on it. That's very nice to see. And we've got a little bit of competition started on those pastel Art Deco portraits, which is beautiful to see. We're looking at the vintage mouse miniature lot. So the cat's going to close for $10 if I had to guess. The walnut, someone's going to steal on the walnut trinket shelf, but that's okay. They will find a new home that is more important and happy and healthy. And the bar cloth curtains got up to $80, which makes sense because I did do the research and saw that these bar cloth curtains, bark cloth, are actually made out of tree bark, which is a stunning way to do the fiber work of these pieces. So I'm not surprised that someone who knows what these are retained the value. And the Turner original art, and we've got the Art Deco up to 15. That's cool to see as well. So now the Wade T figurines, these T figurines are about to close with a minute left, and they have some immaculate work. The boys in the chat, the boys, that's not gender, the humans in the chat were already getting hyped over the turtle. I was getting hyped over the crocodile. These guys, I think they are European tea figurines, so they're not necessarily meant for the tradition where you pour the tea on them, but they are meant to decorate your black tea tray, per se. The Donkey Planter Lot. How specific. I love these, but that's, you gotta find a donkey owner. If you got a donkey owner in your life, this is for you. You got a man who owns a farm, they need to get in on this donkey lot. You're missing out on a present right here, right now, with the Donkey Planter Lot closing at $0.40. And we've got 1 minute left on the higher priced bark cloth curtains, which is a great eye by Acorn Auctions. This is why I do compliment at how good their selections are for each of their pieces, because they are able to identify what is special about something that normally someone would overpass. So Acorn Auctions, I would say, again, great eye on the bark cloth curtains with the floral pattern, because this is 100% going to find a home that values it for what it is. And the fact that it got bid up so much is super cute to see. And the donkey lot, yes, someone buying the donkeys for their homies. Good to see. Hell yeah. I'm happy people are actually listening as I'm checking out these items, because you're missing out on how detailed these donkeys were. That is so fun. It's awesome. And then the Art Deco portraits that I showed off earlier too, about to close at $15, which is fair. There was no big maker's mark that you can identify for like big resale value, but the pastel on them are stunning. And for $15, whew. That's a cute. You could put that in a movie background, man. That's A+, A+W for $15. Glad you guys checked it out after I showed off how cute it was. And we've got baby buggy planters. So fair, donkeys. No one wants the donkeys. Baby buggies. But we got 30 seconds left on the animal planters. Let's see if we can get anyone in on these guys. We got a panda, an elephant, and a duck. And the panda looks just the right amount of derpy. The panda looks fucking awesome. This panda is so cute. Made in Japan. Happy elephant. Oh. They're too tiny, though. That's the thing. I'm so tempted. No, we're going to let the animal planters pass. We're going to let the animal planters pass. That almost got me. I can't believe no one else wanted it. Fitz and Floyd treble clef vase. Very cute piece. $8. Good W. Great ceramic piece. And the PY vintage tea lot, which is another one. We got 2 PY pieces. This one looks like PY as well. Oh, FF. So still Japanese made. Great vintage vase. Great vintage vase. PY vintage teapot. About to go, about to go. This guy's, again, another similar cutesy amount of derpy, I would say. Great hand painting on it, too. The stem, I think they have a good stem photo. I was looking at this one before. Look at that stem on it. That's some great hand glazing when it comes to pottery. That's definitely hard to find nowadays. And the salt and pepper shaker to match it. $32 and $22. We missed it, but it looked like the bark cloth closed at $80, which is fantastic to see. And people are getting a great set of the PY vintage. Like, so there's no way. If someone's bidding on those separately, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. We got Gorham Moppets figure, which is another West German classic. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Stream Elements. Acorn Archives. Chat lines 0. Drop that in the chat. Again, I do simulcast. We are here simulcasting. So I'm on the Twitch, I am on the Kick, and I'm on the YouTube, and I'm just double checking some background stuff. Acorn Auctions Hamilton is the auction house that runs this, and if you want to get involved, don't be afraid to drop a follow on either of us. And there's still, the auction link is pinned in the chat if you want to get in. And the Holt Howard, I am not surprised that it ran up. It ran up to $60 with 1 minute left. And the ceramic Christmas houses, which are beautiful. Those are stunning. You put a little candle in these bad boys. You put a little candle in these bad boys. Lights up just like a modern Christmas ornament. So that we are looking at 5 minutes remaining on this. $10. It's had a little bit of competition. We got the Gorham closing for 0, which is fine, and the vintage mouse lots. And the Holt Howard, really, $60. Closing, $60, 20 seconds. The Google Santa. Google Santa at 22. Do we have anything else closing quickly just because things are getting stacked up? Because there is so much hype around these right now. And the pansy painting, it's getting 15 in it. And the Holt Howard at $60. And the pansy's about to close too. Someone got in on the ceramic cow. Nope, they didn't. That's me overhyping. We got another Google here. The last Google didn't go for much. It seems like we don't got a lot of Google hype as of late. We got wood incense holder. Let's see this incense holder. Clearly just got bid up for 7. We got 8 seconds on the Google and the vintage mouse. Let's just see how that closes. And I think the pansy's going to set for 15 buckaroos. The wood incense holder. How does this Santa work? Oh, it's an incense stick holder. I like this. Stick it up through his mouth. Let Santa. It burns and looks as if Santa is smoking a pipe. That's my type of incense holder. There we go. It went up. Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. Thank you for taking that in. And the Google, we don't got much hype on Google, it seems like. Christmas pillow set. Enamel winter scene. Needlepoint children. The other needlepoints have been going for a lot. Why aren't we bidding on the needlepoint children? That's some good detail. This is like the OG pixel art. You know what I mean? Before pixel art was pixel art, people were making needlepoint paintings. So why ain't people in on these? That's a cute little child with his walking stick. Imagine how old it is that a child's depicted with a walking stick. $0. Joy pillow set, $5. About to close. Let's see this Joy guy. This seems like a good department store piece from late 70s, mid 80s. A little bit of lace on it. Hauser. So it's not a North American pillow set. $5. The enamel winter. No kids on the needlepoint still. And we've got a minute and 50 seconds left on the ceramic Christmas houses. Saloon Valence Village. Vintage. I was trying to get too fancy with it. That's not how it works. Just double checking my links, making sure everything's functioning properly. Again, I want to remind everyone that I do simulcast, so I am on multiple platforms at a time, and I am okay with lurkers. Even if you're seeing the view count and it's not as high as you may expect, it's because things update rapidly, so sometimes you'll see it's a little bit behind. So if you're talking on the YouTube, people on Twitch can see you. So if you like the little chat, I want to get involved, don't be afraid. We got the enamel winter scene and the needlepoint with the kids closing. And then the other, we've got the daisy and the other general vintage needlepoint. Let's see this. This is 79. And what does this say? To the house of a friend, the way is never long. That's cute. That's a good needlepoint. That's something my mom would like for Christmas. That's maybe my mom Christmas present. Do I bid on it? Is that a mom Christmas present? I'll put a $6. Let's see if someone fights me. We're gonna get a mom Christmas present right there. I like to balance it out. I'm not gonna spam all my bids because I think it's a little biased. Create an artificial competition, but we're closing at ceramic Christmas houses at $10. Great unique piece, but this one speaks to me. This is something my mom's gonna have at her front house. So we're gonna place a bid in. We're not gonna fight. If someone wants in, you want that vintage needlepoint, which is a great present to a mom somewhere. I won't fight you. I'm okay being a peaceful fighter here, but that's perfect for Jeanette. We got the Saloon Valence Village Vintage. I did it again, literally the same time. Beautiful little wall detail. Both $0. Okay, that's okay. We'll skip over them then. The Hanukkah snowflake pattern for Fiesta. Quite beautiful. Again, as pointed out by Acorn, made out of Ohio clay. So this is made in the USA. ETC, Fiesta, FTC. Sorry. Personal bias brought in there. Handmade pillows, $10. $10 pillow lot. Cute. I meant to click on the pillows. 45 seconds. These are good guys. 30 seconds. Great details. Crisp photography. Great job by Acorn Auctions on the documentation of this piece. And everyone has been good to see how hyped everyone's got after I looked at certain pieces. So the pillows are closing in 30 seconds. Alongside that snowflake platter. And my favorite Fiesta Christmas tree. The pink one. The salmon one. $17. We got a few more bids on from the last time that I saw it. So, I'm not too surprised at that. Peony pink color. That's true. I'll give that a peony. That's a good peony. Fiesta. HLC. We got a lot. The Fiesta lots are running up right now. We got some competition on them, and it is what's primarily coming into our purview. We've got the peony Christmas tree closing for $17, and we got the snowflake platter at $26. About to close with 5 seconds left. Oh, someone's in on the peony Christmas tree. This is what we like to see. Again, is so awesome to see when you guys get competitive off of something that I witnessed. And the vintage needlepoint looking like it's going to be mine. Looking like it's going to be mine, but if you bid me up, I'm not going to argue. You need a Christmas present more than me. That's totally fine. I barely celebrate Christmas. I'm just giving it to my mom's as a holiday gift. We got a Fiesta Lot 3-piece with the heart bowl that I was saying is beautiful for like so many types of like fusion dishes. You pour a little sauce on the side. You get a little bit of fondue going in this boy. $30 Canadian, 7 bids. Good W. Great classic piece. And the incense holder with the Santa. 50 seconds left. This is intriguing piece. Don't know if it's made in Canada. Let's see, is there a stamp on the bottom? No stamp. No Maker's Mark stamp. But a little, he looks like he's smoking his pipe. Shit will look jokes. And then we've got the needlepoint. I'm taking home my mom's Christmas present alongside the fusion dish. Fusion dish. We got the Fiesta Mix Lot with the orange and the purple. Looking good. Let's double check that nothing's closing too soon. We've got the Bistro plates by Fiesta because these ones already had the bids when we first got in here. So this does make sense as well. And then, do we have anything lower than 2 minutes? Not right now. So we got the 2 Bistro plates lots. One for 22, one for 17. There's a lot of competition. We just had 2 other of the Fiestas closed. So I'm hoping that someone's getting this Christmas tree alongside the Bistro plates. Because ideally, that's the set you're looking for. And again, we got another bid on the West German pieces. We got the West German Christmas mugs. A lot of 4 made in West Germany. Seems to be the hype today. West German made and USA made. Seems to be what people are into, which is all very cool, very valid. Weicherbach. $20. We've got that Christmas tree I've been hyping up so much, closing in 1 minute and 20 seconds alongside the Bistro plates, and there's definitely the same buyer in on those, but there's a bit of competition on Fiesta Bistro plates lot 1 and the Christmas tree getting bid up again. So if you want that Christmas tree and the plate, one more plate slot, you missed a plate slot. Whoever's hyping up on these bad boys, they get in. We've got $22. $22. They only want one of the Bistro plate slots. Come on. Why not get both? Why not get both? Yeah, that's what we like to see. Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. Now we're looking at the... I'm going to look at the Mushroom Kitchen set right quick because there's 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'll let you guys... You got to fight over the Bistro plates. They are beautiful, beautiful peony salmon. We got 3 minutes left on them, though, so we're going to look down a little bit right now because you got some other... You can even get those purple teapots to match with it. So we got 1 minute left on this. Oh, I had these containers as a kid. I had these in my kitchen. I'm not even that old. I'm old. Don't get me wrong. But these are great storage containers. That's cute. 3 nesting mushroom themed storage containers. Mushroom hanging spoon with the adorable rest. It looks like the Tootsie Pop owl. $16 for the Tootsie Pop owl. We got some competition going on for the Fiesta. That's at the top of the list right now. We got another bid on the 1 Bistro plates. $20 on the Fiesta Christmas tree. And we've got 2 of the more purpley red Fiesta lots. We got some competition going, but one's about to close in 1.5 minutes. So if you want the purple mug to go alongside the purple teapot, you got a bid on the lot 88. 88's missing a bid from whoever wants in on that. MCM chip and dip set. Chip and dip set. You got too much dip on your chip. That apple looks actually kind of pretty. That's a pretty dip and chip set, but let's not pay attention to that part. I love the texture in it. Treasure Craft USA. The detail on it is quite good. Looks like a pear. Oh, wow. That was dumb of me. I saw this one and then this one. I was like, oh, it looks like a pear from the bottom because one of them's a pear, you dummy. So 5 seconds, $15. And we got 30 seconds left. If you want the matching purple Fiesta pieces. You're missing one. So baby, goblet lot, 50 bones, 50 bones for the goblet lot. I'll hop over the goblet lot right away after, but I gotta see this Fiesta. No one wants the purple mug to go with the purple teapot. I'm surprised at that, because it seems like we got someone bidding on the peony Christmas tree and the other two plate lots, but we're missing a Fiesta bid on the purple cups. And then goblets. These goblets, there's a minute left on the goblets. These are quite stunning. I do like these goblet details. Sorry, it seems like the word of the day is stunning, so you got to deal with that one. A little bit of the organic crackling on the inside, but it's only one piece. Lots of beautiful coloring. That would have been very tough to create. Another one of those tough ceramics to create. And the peony Christmas tree. Goblet's gone. $24, good. Christmas tree, we got 20 seconds left. And it seems like we have a bidding war on the plates, which means that someone's not going to get a Christmas tree alongside their peony plates. But we got 10 seconds left, so maybe I'll be proven wrong. Studio pottery lot, the tiki kitchen lot, the stoneware mug and bowl, going in a minute for a 5 bones, 5 buckaroos. Oh, and the Christmas tree lot sold. So let's see, whoever won the Christmas tree lot, are they going to want to fight over how to get the bistro plates, which both have 2 minutes left, both at $26 each, which is very reasonable. And it seems like people did want to argue over the purple teapot. So there's a minute left on that bad boy. And the stoneware lot, that's meh. So Blue Mountain Pottery, again, got love in variable quantities today. And this was the one that I was giggling at, because it's got a spoon rest that says spoon rest. Where are you going to get a spoon rest that says spoon rest? Nowhere else. Nowhere else. The spoon rest that says spoon rest is ideal. That's cute as hell. And that's about to close in 30 seconds. And, you know, someone wants the guy who got the purple one. Shout out to the chat who's watching who got the other purple pots. Seems like we got some purple pot competition. Staffador. Trying to double check that nothing's closing, so I got a second. So again, if you guys want to participate or check out these items as they're closing on your end as well, you can click the link pinned in the chat. And the Blue Mountain, they got the spoon lot. It is so nice to see that y'all appreciate the same little details that I appreciate, because it's not necessarily even it's that same theory, but I want y'all to appreciate the items for what they are and not necessarily bring it to the highest dollar amount. So glad that you saw the spoon rest thing the way that I saw it. And now we're looking at the Fiesta plates. $28. That's what I thought. I was just looking because the other one got bid up to $28, and there's no way the other set doesn't. Because if you're getting one of these, you may as well get the other one, because you probably got the peony Christmas tree lot as well. Now, I've been moving quick. Glad everyone's been enjoying their time here tonight. Thank you for everyone for coming through. We've got Acorn Auctions Hamilton. Their auction is closing right now, and they do ship to the US of A. So if you're watching this on any of the platforms, you know that you can get this even if you're not based locally to me in Canada. They do ship it internationally, and there will be another one closing for the end of this month. So if you miss out here, there's going to be such a great selection coming up next as well. And now we're looking at the Royal Dalton, which is it's funny. It's funny because Royal Dalton used to be king. Royal Dalton, no bids now. Now you're looking at Fiesta, you're looking at Blue Mountain, and Japan made, and West German. So it seems like Fiesta, West German have really taken the crown from the English-made ceramics, which is a good piece of data to take from this, especially with the international audience that is attending this. I was just surprised that Royal Dalton, the classics that used to be the boys, no hype anymore. No hype anymore, eh? Royal Dalton about to close. We got the West German mugs. We got 4 minutes. These guys are all stacked up right now. We got the Denby soup egg serving set for $42 at 18 bids. So someone really wanted this, and this does have a stamp on it. It does have the Denby stamp. This is for hard-boiled eggs. That's great. That can appeal to any age. That's a great gift to your mother who recognizes that style of set, or if you really care about having that household that's like done in that vintagey antique way. The Fiesta, someone who wanted the Fiesta, they're about to get the purple ones for $20, and then the bids are still going up on the pink plates, so I'm glad to see that. I love seeing the competition on the items that we've been watching together here close. Double checking, are we missing anything? It seems like everyone's going as these 30 lots are coming up, which is totally awesome. It's what makes this the exciting bidding process that it is. And the Fiesta mix lot, we're gonna get the purple compliments for $20. Someone already got the other purple Fiestas coming out, and I just hit back again, which is not awesome. There we go. Plum stacking mug, black and burgundy, small potted lid. Fiesta Bistro plates, $30 CAD. Seems to be working out. Just double checking my links while I have a moment. So $30. There's some competition. The other one's got a minute left. So if they get bid up, that means that someone else is going to get in on it right away. So if that one hits 30 seconds, we got 30 seconds on this guy. He's still locked in. He's still locked in. Ooh, the battle has ended for the Fiesta Bistro plates, it seems. It seems like we're both settling for a $60 plate set, which is a fantastic value for something that's really going to complete your kitchen, especially if you're into that pink color. And we're looking at now the Staffordshire is at 11 with 2 minutes left. The Denbigh egg serving. I see someone bid on that after I looked at it. And we got some Milletta and Nortoke plates coming up, which are all, again, great collector pieces. And the Johnson Brothers England. Very interesting. We got the 1950 spoon. So it looks like the Fiesta's closing for $30. Someone didn't want to pass that. And the West German mugs, $24. These are great Christmas pieces. That's a good little gift right there. Value, and you can tell your friends that it's an antique. And we got the 1950s little forks and spoons, made in Japan with the original boxes. $6. It's a cute boy. It's a cute boy. Someone won that. That's a good $6. I can't believe someone didn't get the Fiesta plates and lot 108, the little forks and spoons, because I feel like those things complement each other excellently. The Royal English dish set. So Royal English, Royal Dalton. Johnson Brothers is another English manufacturer, so to be fair, Johnson Brothers has some bids. But I wonder what really fell out with the other Royal Knight and Royal Dalton. Very fair. Maybe people just don't like their royalty as much anymore. But the Blue Mountain Pottery set about to go for $15 with 10 bids. Makes a lot of sense. Libby Street Clare Christmas glassware. What a mouthful of a brand name, hey? Oh my gosh, of course these are getting bid on. Stunning. Where are they at? Where are they at? They got another bid, $13. That's what we like to see. And we've got the BMP. Well, I don't want to say the last. I'm pretty sure there's more BMP, but the last of the big batch that we had at the beginning of the auction of the BMP Mountain Pottery. And then we've got the Staffordshire. Ooh, that's another tough one for the impediment. A Staffordshire kitchen serving set. I love the yellow tinge on these. $11. Great for gravies. Made in England as well? Yeah, man. Oh, the England pottery is the one that's really... England pottery ain't holding its own no more. It ain't no Rolex, it seems like. Denbigh soup and egg serving sets. So I presume soup pot, teapot, sauces, and eggs. And then you put the eggs in the little cuppies. I think that's it. I think that's how it works. And that's about to go. $46, 20 seconds. That had some good competition. People like their soup and the eggs nowadays, it seems like. That was the only thing that got bid on from the English manufacturers in a competitive manner. And now we've got the Honiton Cup set of 3, which are little cute little bears, little animals. We got a little dolphin, a little bear, and a little a tortoise or turtle with 30 seconds left. Let's give a quick look to see if any of you guys get hyped on that boy. Nah, it's not a dolphin. It's more like an airplane. I like him, though. I like him. He's cute. He's cute. He's cute. 10 seconds left on him. Smoke glass lowball tumblers. I guess it's just like too big of a set of tumblers, maybe. I'm intrigued at why these smoky tumblers. They are the wrong type of vintage for what's hype nowadays. So I kind of see why. So $0 on the low glass tumblers. We got the Noritake dishes at $11. And some competition on these other, the Mileta and the Halcraft, all getting with a bit of interest in them. Chrome Bakelite bar set. Bakelite for sure. $30 makes a lot of sense. This can work in both a modern house and again is like a grandma gift. I do quite like these guys. What are we looking at? Just a little bit damage that's very natural with age. I think that would just be a manufacturing imperfection, actually. Excellent vintage chrome and Bellicite bar serving set, 7 pieces. We've got the dessert and hors d'oeuvre serving tray with feet, a lipped serving tray, cocktail serving tray with feet, 4 burgundy patterned roly-poly small cocktail glasses. I like it. I like it. $30. That thing's going to get another bid on it for sure. 5 minutes left on that. And a lot of these plates are closing now. So $12 in the Mayalita, the Johnson Brothers, which still did better than all the other British ones, to be fair. And that Libby Street Clare Christmas closing for $13. And the Podium Lacquer set. A whole set. Oh, that's some Irish coffee shit right there. That's a nice box. Handcrafted in Japan. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. $15 for the glasses and liqueur lot. And then champagne, saucers, and goblet set. Ooh, Halcraft. Halcraft got another bid. It seems like no one wants goblets today. We're not in it's not a goblet day. Not a big goblet day. That's okay. We could be a goblet day another day. Goblet Day in Gotham. I've got to stay on track. Let's not start rhyming stuff. Spent too much time with freestylers yesterday, it seems like. Another Pyrex serving lot for $5. Someone's getting a big W on this Pyrex. Pyrex retains value. Unlike the Royal Dalton, as we've seen. But Pyrex, that's a good investment to make if you want that brown Pyrex serving lot. We got another one down there for $5 as well. It tends to have a very pristine form of glaze on it, and it's very practical for multiple uses in the kitchen. That actually still works to this modern day. And we're looking at the Libby Christmas glassware with one S. Let me just say that, one S. A lot of 10 in the original box, so this one will match well to the other one. You mix these up with the other one that was already up for auction, and it's gone for $13. So the Pyrex. There's no way. Come on. Someone's got to get in on that Pyrex. We've also got another couple Pyrex lots coming up. Butterfly pattern. This was the one that I think I had as a kid. Yep. I had these bad boys, and they remind me of like Tim Hortons cups. So we got one going for $5. Federal glass. Fair. Oh, okay. The smaller guys just went up to 17. And someone just won those brown bowls for a decent price. With that beautiful Bakelite chrome bar set coming up to a close soon enough as well. So, what are we looking? We got anything sneaking up on us that I might have missed? Floral fabric. $30 on the English linens. Okay. Tablecloth set for $7 is probably someone looking for other linen patterns, but regardless, glad that it's finding a good home. We got the Federal glass lot closing for $6. And now we're looking Pyrex butterfly pattern, the one that looks like the one that I grew up with, closing at $11. And someone's going to lock in all this Pyrex at a steal. It seems like that they want some with this Aeropol glass. Why is this one? I guess, yeah, this is something you're going to have on your shelves. The brown Pyrex was only made for 1 year, according to the original consigner. This is why it's a unique piece. I've never seen this color of Pyrex. Like, that brown is very interesting. Still very applicable to this day. And if anything, you're talking about modern housing sets, very modern color aesthetic. Very modern color aesthetic compared to like the floral patterns. So we've got a couple closing right now. We got the butterfly that looks like the one that I grew up with. We've got the casserole set only closing at $5. Wow. But the chrome bakelite, as I thought, getting hyped up. And the Hall Craft about to close, but considering how much the English ones have been not doing so hot today, it's good to see. That's a decent amount of bids. We got 8 bids on that. And come on, if anyone wants this Pyrex, you're missing out. $5. Any other, like a lot of your other Pyrex lids are going to sit on those guys. So you don't necessarily need to have the lid included with it. And now we're looking at the Anchor Hawking Uranium set, which I looked up as another USA producer, if I'm correct. $13, 8 bids. 1930s mixing bowls. Such a desirable shade of green. Very unique. Very trendy to go pick out of the store. Tough to source. You got to get that black light. And again, uranium, Canadian sourced most likely. 8 bids, $13, about to close out. We've got $10 and $12 on the other uranium pieces to the right here. And a Pyrex silver plate lot. Pyrex made silver? Oh, yes, I did know this for this case. Pyrex openware. These guys, this is, you want to impress family when they're over. Get yourself this Pyrex silver plate lot. It's literal silverware for your house, you know what I mean? Great little pieces. The amount of detail on the exterior, too. Wow. That etching, although silver is a little bit more permeable, still incredibly difficult to do when it was made. So it's a 6-piece silver plate lot featuring a Pyrex glass casserole dish with silver plate and bakelite lidded chafing dish. Oh, and a variety floral lot of Pyrex about to close for $19. We had one uranium bowl go for, if I'm correct, $13. Now we have another. It happens every now and then. Lost connection because there's too many bids going on here, which is a good problem for Acorn. Pyrex Daisy casserole dish going to 20, a bit more standard casserole appeal. And 1 minute left on the $30 bakelite set. And I am looking at this casserole dish, 2-piece Pyrex casserole dish with the daisy pattern. This is something you're going to see in like Stranger Things in that style of film. So very much makes sense. This is something that's very aesthetically pleasing. And I guess you could technically like cook 2 different dishes or serve 2 different dishes in it. It's $20 at 4 minutes. We've got the Pyrex silver lot going for $0. If I had a use for it, I would love to get it, but I have too much silver of my own as a reseller, so maybe you'll see it again in the future at one of Acorn Auctions live markets. The Chrome Bakelite bar set about to close for $30. We've got the hand embroidery lot, $0. Tough. We don't got sewers in the auction today, it seems. The tablecloth embroidery lot. It's got little humans on it, some clogs, so it's got to be Dutch. Some Dutch little clogs. Those are cute. This is very cute. I like that. $7. I hope someone makes that into like more napkins or pillows or something like that. Woven placemat lot. The high quality English linens. Considering how much the other English materials we're going for today, I'm interested as to why people want these English linens. So only $30. If they are that great, y'all, you gotta get your bids in while you can. Tablecloth closing $7. Woven lot closing for $5. We've got the mid-century modern placemats, which these guys, they're quite unique. It's closing in a minute and a half with the last of the Hawking bowls, and the Pyrex Daisy dish got bid up again, which is what we like to see. That's $15. I'm happy that people liked how that Daisy dish looked after I hyped it up. We've got how many? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of these mid-century placemats with what seems to be... It actually looks kind of unbiased of what culture it's trying to depict, which is the fun version of it. I do like the variety in the orange color, the brown, and the contrast with the white. Very pretty, very pretty. Maybe this is something that someone could give as a gift or decorate their house with like a very unique and tasteful placemat. Tablecloths seem like the only ones that are going are these quality English linens. And we've got 2 minutes left on the daisy casserole dish. Okay, water break. Do pretty good at keeping this chatting going. I'm impressed with myself, but whew, just Bebe. I got no Patty. I got no Big P. It takes a lot of talking. It's a lot easier when you can go back and forth. Like, oh, this is cool because of this, right? And then I get a breather. So them placemats and the uranium bowl gone. $13 and $6 if I'm correct. Books, we don't have a lot of book hype today. Just on the antique books, which makes a lot of sense. We've got the Illustrated Gulliver Travels for $5 at one bid. Rare edition with misspelling of the author's name. Very rare edition, eh? By Jonathan Swift. Great print. Love the aesthetics. Definitely another children's classic. Understandable why there's one bid. These Watson illustrations. These are other ones that are very interesting. Again, very valuable to like what they were at the time. You would need these illustrations to understand a lot more about life before you had the interwebs or before you had like such easily mass-produced books. So what's a book that's the first American printing of Arabian Nights? The first one. Again, they do ship to the US of A. Acorn Auctions Hamilton here ships to the US of A. So this is the one. Spine is a little loose, but everything is intact. Otherwise, it's good condition. Edward William Lane. I think that says 27. Oh my God. It's a 100-year-old book, y'all. Hello, dude. You stream pretty good content. Let's join the next stream with friends. Add me on Discord. Okay. If you're not a bot, I'll add you on Discord. But I am suspicious that you will be a bot. If you answer me after this, then I'll believe you're not a robot. Nonetheless, thank you for attention in either way. All you got to do is drop a follow. So shout out for the follow. Thank you, Bregier. And we've got the Pyrex Daisy Casserole Dish closing at the $20. We've got a couple books. We got a couple books closing. The Illustrated Gulliver's Travels closing for $5. We just lost Black Power for $0. We got the Cruel Sea closing for $0, and a couple other like folio societies. So it seems like the antique books are what people are interested in. So since we've got 3 minutes on one of the later books, I want to see this one, Harriet the Spy, First Book Club. What is this, a bad boy? Harriet the Spy. I have heard of it before. Classic novel, Harriet the Spy by Louise Fissure, published by Harper and Flow with the original dust jacket. What's the first page? Harriet the Spy. We got another bid in on it a bit ago. Couple books closing. Arabian Nights, first printing, first U.S. printing. I guess Arabian Nights, it's got a lot of stigma on it, but fair. 4 bids on the flower-faced fabric, about to close. That's a mouthful. Flower-faced fabric, closing for $26 with 4 bids, 133A. Good to see, because the linens weren't too hyped up earlier. Now, as we scroll down, we're looking at, we got the Abaddon, the Audubon. Talking about flipping letters around. The Audubon, the books. Good to see everyone's getting the books that are like very passionate books. So these Audubon things. Ooh, $9 on the Folio Society. Audubon, Same thing. These are like scientific documentations of biology that you would have needed outside of having uh, internet or a book or an encyclopedia. You would have need those little prints to be like, oh, that's a beaver. You know what I mean? And sorry for you, damn Maddie, you're definitely not real. Sorry, damn Maddie, you're getting deleted. The bots on Kick are wild. The bots on Kick are tough. Let's get caught up. Let me see what's coming up in the hype. We get the Folio Society. Someone bid on Farley Mowat. Yeah, fair. The Gracie's Under. I did skim through that when I was younger, but I definitely can't say that I remember it or read it intensely. The leather editions of Byron. We've got presentation books. Let's look at these presentation books right quick, and then we'll look at the leather editions of the other stuff. So presentation books. Love the Twine. Good dressing. Ah, it's got a very controversial name. Yes, yes, yes. Nice intake books, adorably tied with twine. The wandering, that word that I should not say so that I don't get in trouble. Tales from Shakespeare, and the third blue book is Little Unknown. Very beautiful stack, good set dressing, great thing to toss on a shelf and pretend like you actually read books. And looks like we're doing the same thing with this other lot. So we've got 13 bids at $17 on the leather editions Byron and Burns poetry. Oh, we're getting all the bots coming, eh? Hi, Josephine. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for dropping in the chat. I'm glad you're actually a real person. I remember you're a real person, so I appreciate you stopping by. We're doing a live reaction right now to Acorn Auction Hamilton stream. If you want to check it out, we've got their auction closing right now through the link pinned in all the chats. We do ship to the US of A, so if anything you see here does pique your interest, we've got 81 lots available right now, so don't feel afraid to pop in and get something that you're interested in. Otherwise, sending a follow to either of us, if you check out in the chat, you'll also see their Instagram links listed above. And we've got 2 books closing right now, $6 and $0. Folio Society, Bronte Sisters books for $30. These are the ones that we looked at the pre-auction. These books are of exceptional quality, 6 volumes bound in green silk with very little fading on the spines, which I do very much admire. Presentation books closed. I really love the red, blue, and yellow that you guys designed it with, though, so tough L, tough L. That's okay, though. It is what it is. We got a lot of variety in this evening. Seems like it, again, big thing, big trend. It seems like people don't care about Great Britain prestige made things anymore, is what I would establish as my lessons. But we'll go through that in the review afterwards. 79 lots are still open. We got the presentation books closing, and now we're looking at, is there anything else that I'm missing that might be a little hyped up the next few batches? Doesn't seem like it too much. We've got Greek classics for $5 closing at 1 minute. What is this bad boy? What are the Greek classics? List of 6 Greek classics. Sophocles, Aristotle, Sophocles, Plautus, however you want to pronounce it, and Plato. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Plautus. I think I was just being too grumpy. And the Paradiso, book 3 of Dante's Divine Comedy. Because it is Dante's Divine Comedy. The first one is he goes to hell, the second one he goes to purgatory, and the third one he goes to heaven, the Paradiso. I think the second one is called the Purgatorio, and I forget what the first one is called. I can't remember. Yeah, it's funny. Dante's Divine Comedy. You think I'd know what the first one is called. That's the most famous one, but I digress. Greek philosophy books, $5. Yellow wool blankets. We got some wool blanket hype in this. Mohair, Scottish blanket. Makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. I hope you're doing well this evening, Josephine. Thank you for dropping in. Made by Craigram. Craigram. Ah, laddie. I'm Scottish, by the way. I mean, make sure I'm not being offensive. I am Scottish. Half Scottish. My family used to speak literal Gaelic. I had family members that still spoke Gaelic, so that's like, come on. Another brown book's going for $18, $32, $24, $18. We got a good lineup here, guys. Wool blankets. People are hyped on the shiny trim wool blankets, it seems like. Which they are high quality. I grew up, these things made me so comfortable throughout childhood. Kenwood, okay. Not totally surprised by this. Makes a lot of sense that they're going for the price that they're going for. Just double checked my other windows. Thank you for the patience, guys. We got a patchwork quilt going for $36. We got faux fur, zero upholstery fabric. So we got the books closing. Someone bid up the Folio Society of the Bronte Sisters. And now we've got the leather editions of the Byron books about to close. The Scottish blanket closing for $18 and $6 on another wool buckle, as we already clarified. Oh, it went up. No, I was looking at the patchwork quilt. Damn it, I was close. But the wool buckle blanket and the Folio Society Bronte Sisters, I am moving too fast. So the upholstery, someone went on the upholstery fabric that I was just commenting on, and we're looking at the ceramic wall pocket cuckoo clock. Why does no one want this? This is cute as hell. You hang this outside by your bird feeder? Hell, you could make it into a bird feeder. That's so pretty. Wow. I would totally want to make that a bird feeder. I like the cuckoo clock. $0. You got 2 minutes to get in on that cuckoo clock. Okay, the other blanket closed. $42 on the blue wool blanket. We've got the patchwork quilt ran up at $38 with no faux fur, fair stigmas attached to that. And the upholstery fabric did get a bid in a bit ago, but is about to close in a minute. Literally. The ceramic cuckoo clock. Surprising, but alright. Black wicker. Oh my god. Ceramic and wicker got mixed up there. Black wicker magazine rack. I do like it. That's a good magazine rack. Painted in a polished glossy black. If only I had space for it in my home. Otherwise, I would love that. Upholstery fabric. About to close. So do we have things that I'm missing that are closing quick? No, we're doing okay. Brass towel rack. Brass towel rack. Great piece to make your modern home look vintage. Doesn't seem hyped up, eh? I like them. What's this? No measurements? That's okay. It's like perfect because you have little accessories here, hand towels for guests. All the other stuff hanging off of that. I like that. It's a good towel rack. Good towel rack. Quality towel rack. The MCM horse lamp. I knew this horse lamp would go up. This is a keynote piece of this entire auction. Horse lamp, $22. $22, 10 bids. Speckles. Very unique wiring though. Having the little bulb on the side, like very clearly you're meant to place this horse lampy beside the wall so that you can light up the wall from there, right? Wool blanket's about to close at $42 with 18 bids. It's already been a contentious one. Is it going to get let go now for 18 bids? I'm surprised. Oh, someone took the cuckoo clock. Thank you, chat, for paying attention to what we got available. That cuckoo clock needs some love. Someone's got to take that cuckoo clock home. It well deserves to find a new home. Patchwork quilt. Brass towel rack. I'm so tempted, but... I'm intrigued for me. No towel rack. We're going to say no. We're going to say no. We're not going to get greedy. We got a mom gift already. Ooh, we just had one. We had the blue quilt clothes for, I think, what was $48. If not, it was over $40. Patchwork quilt is still at $38. With the ceramic lamp, MCM lamp, $16. I did take a quick look at it before, but let's take a better look. We've got Lion in the Jungle. Jungle Lion. Jungle Lion for $16. Madonna lamp closing for $16. Fair lamp prices, $38 closed on the patchwork quilt. Now we have, I brought up the cuckoo clock and now people want it. It is an adorable piece. A little bit of gold painting on it. Could be brass, could be brass, could be wrong there. 2 ceramic lamps going for $16. Very fair price. Oh, we've got the other huge ceramic Christmas boy. He's at $70. People are really hunting out them ceramic Christmas plants, Christmas trees. $13, $13. Let's take a look at the Christmas tree just to give it some love. If anyone's curious, in case you missed the images, this is how it looks lit up after. And the difference was you'd put little pieces of colored plastic, which are these little nubbins. In my family's case, we had little dovies. They were little doves instead of little nubbins. So if these are going for $70, like, well, maybe the dove one is more pricey. But I digress, I digress. Good to see. We got 50 seconds left at $70. It was a fair price. And because the one without the accessories, $30, that definitely makes a lot of logical sense. That's like fair price differential, you know what I mean? There's something I wanted to bid on. I'm buying on the men's vanity lot. I'm gonna put in $5 on the vanity lot. That's gonna be my. We're going on the vanity lot. No one's in on it. We got the white Christmas tree, $70, $70. White Christmas tree, about to go, about to go. 3-piece teal Fiesta. Fiesta's been getting bid up last minute. It seems like someone's trying to make a matching set of like specific colors. We got $8 on the cuckoo clock and $22 on the ceramic horse. Horse lamp definitely seems like it's running up. Fiesta 4-piece place setting. Big Christmas energy, and of course they're at the same price again. We definitely got some Fiesta bidders in the chat. Teal Fiesta 28. The next one's about to go for 24. These Twilight Fiesta pieces. You have 25 seconds left, and the blue, the purple blue on these, immaculate. Goddamn immaculate. Gosh darn immaculate. MCM horse lamp. $22 CAD, 10 bids, 10 bids, 10 bids. Horse lamp, at least it's getting appreciated. It's getting a good home. With the Twilight set for $24 and the other sets closed for a decent price. And this large Fiesta vase, $110. What a beautiful vase. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. $110. Let's see if we get some competition started. We got the ceramic cuckoo clock for $8 and the vase for $110. You want some good accessories? Put the cuckoo clock above the Fiesta vase and plant alternate plants in them. You know what I mean? Have a droopy plant in the cuckoo clock, the vase, a big reaching plant. That's a beautiful set right there. Ceramic tree top. Ceramic Christmas tree top only. Oh, it doesn't have the base either. See, this one is the one that my grandparents have. I have that green one. $30, one bid. Cuckoo clock, about to go for $8. And the Fiesta plates, we got a big Fiesta winner. Oh, and the large Fiesta vase going for $120, and they didn't bid on the cuckoo clock. Wow. Why only get one and not the cuckoo clock? That's wild. That's wild. The original glass bulbs. Okay, fair, fair. Glass Christmas bulbs, fair. Stockings, not fair. Come on, no one needs stockings for the J-Man's big birthday. $140. We got a bidding war going on the big Fiesta vase, huh? That's a good vase. It's very reasonable. It's interesting. Definitely, yeah. Not as British pottery, not as well appreciated anymore, it seems. Glass bulbs in original box, $13. And we've got the ceramic Christmas tree, top only, $30. Closing, makes sense. Christmas balls. These guys, I love these guys. They just broke so easily. They do look way better than the modern ones. They almost, you can tell that they're not plastic, I would say. They've got that sheen that you can't emulate in the modern ones. But I got cats, always had cats, and glad. Hey, I'm happy that someone bid on that as we're looking at it. This is what we like to see. I'm glad I can help show the details to you about the minutia of these products. But, bro, if you got cats, you got to figure out how to train your cats to stay away from the Christmas tree. That was one of the hardest things I ever had to do. Christmas vintage lot. We've got some more plastic plates, poly plates. Vintage lot with the glasses. So if you were here in the auction earlier buying the kits of glasses, that's a good little ad. Yeah, lengthen out your set a little bit. We've got a lot of small wooden ornaments, but which also looks like another. Yeah, these are the style that I had. A lot of inherited Christmas pieces. And although we don't celebrate Christmas anymore, that was like one of the only shames. Was like, oh, there are all these things that we like carried on for generations. Is like, bleh. What do we do with them? These guys are cute. I like them. I like them, and that's why you pick them up somewhere like Acorn Auctions, Hamilton. So we've got two closing for $5 and $200 on the large Fiesta vase. Wow. Talk about American-made strength, eh? $200. What a pretty one. I'm glad this is finding a good home, and I'm glad people are willing to compete for it, because that's a excellent, excellent keynote piece for a household. And again, if you guys want to check out any of these as they're closing, there's only 53 items left, but you can click the pinned comment in each of the chats, whether you're on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, and you can get involved in the auction yourself. Also, I do stream on a consistent basis. Acorn will be doing another one at the end of the month, and I will be doing 2 more throughout this month. So don't be afraid. Send us a follow, hang out, and get yourself a $210, absolutely stunning, large Fiesta green vase. Who would have known, too, though? 9.5 inches. Average height, if you ask me, average height. Average length. Good vase. 230. Hey, good hype. And we see the bulbs going up for 15, 12 bucks, going well. Joan Walsh, drummer boy, $5. We've got the Waterford Christmas ornament. So this was the weird little pangy. The little pangy, $36, 9 bids. Bebe got misled by what the penguin was doing, what the dog was doing. But that's $16, 9 bids. That's a good cute one. That's a good added to your classic collection. If you're going to get this, you better be in on the other bulbs here. The small wooden ornaments, same thing. I'm glad I could bring some attention to how cute and OG they are. I also did have some of these brass ones. Now these vintage glass gold bulbs. I'm sure these stand out like no others when you put them on the Christmas tree. These guys got to add a specific type of glow when they're actually hanging with some lights on them. It's a little crazy. Those gold bulbs, yeah, there we go. I see you, chat. Thank you putting in the bids. I see you, I see you. Straw Angels. We'll let the Straw Angels breathe. $230 on the Fiesta vase. We got a Fiesta vase battle going on. We'll look at the Christmas glasses right quick because we're at 26 and 15, so this might be the next one that has a little bit of competition. First day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, seventh day, eighth day, ninth day, 10th day, 11th day, 12th day. Great subtle details. back before it was just about the whatever 7 gold rings and all that. There was an actual rhythm to it. I think actually had to do with like the translation of playing cards, but that's a whole different topic. Whole different topic, because you notice at 9 it switches over, right? But whatever. We are staying on topic. Antique glass balls with applique. Let's to make sure we're not missing anything. 255 on the Fiesta vase. The wooden ornaments went up to 20, which is what we like to see. And another ornament lot going up to 50. Glass balls getting bid up too. I'm so glad someone appreciated how those gold ones are so rare now, and they get smashed like it's nothing. Good luck on whoever has to train their kitty to not smash all of these glass decor balls that they're buying for their Christmas tree. And another lot of ornaments going up to 22 with 255 on the glass vase. And now we're looking at 50 on the other ornament lot. Wow. You guys are really liking getting ready for the Christmas season. So then if I can help you here with flexing the stuff, we see these gold bulbs. We got another box of 20 glass ornaments coming right up. And these guys still look mid-century modern. 20 glass. These guys the same era. You just don't got the original box. All you got to do is get a little bit of, take your Amazon packages, cut up your Amazon packages, and then you can use those. The same bubble wrap little packs that you get already shipped to your house on a regular basis. Just use it with the other Fiesta, with the other bulbs that you got available. Fiesta Christmas ornaments. I did not know they did that. So if we've got that Fiesta buyer in here, you've already got the red and the purple. You may as well get the Christmas ornaments in the same tones. Wow, I like it. You have to be a real pottery lover for this. So sorry, it is mulberry, twilight, and white. Which is again why I gotta learn my ceramics a bit better. But they're big standout pieces. Big standout pieces. We've got 3 minutes and 45 seconds left on the Fiesta vase. That is at $255, and I am so curious if it gets bid up. We've got a little bit of competition started on the Christmas ornaments now, so that's at $24 for the wooden ones that I had as a kid, and we've got $9 on the glass gold bulbs. With the other vintage Christmas lot going for 0, that's fine. That's fine. We got a lot of bids going up on these bad boys. We got another Christmas ornament lot of these guys who look so retro, so cute. I definitely see why they're going a lot. So these are for the Dawkin Dream Dolls, made in Canada, as clarified by Acorn Auctions. And I'm curious why Santa is in a little crib, but we're gonna answer these questions later. That's something you put it in Google Lens and ask it. Okay? We got the 12 Days of Christmas glasses. Christmas bulb lot. So I can't believe we got this box of 20 glass ornaments. Everyone bought up the other glass ornaments. Why don't we get the variety pack? Save yourself a few bucks, get the variety pack of 20 glass ornaments. These things are not made anymore. And again, packing them up, not that difficult. I totally understand why you might want the ones in the original box for whatever comfort's sake going in the shelf, but you could use any other box with any other stuffing and it's going to fit just as fine. So that's 45 seconds with the $8 bid on the 20 glass ornaments, and we've got the 12 Days of Christmas glasses about to go. 5 seconds left, $26, and then we got a minute left on the $50 lot for the ornaments, and 2 minutes left with the $255 Fiesta glass vase. I said glass, but it is the green vase. Talking too much about the glass ornaments. Now we got the variety items coming up. Seems like everybody's really into the Christmas shopping today. So again, if you want to see more of this, Acorn does have another themed auction coming up for the end of the month. And then I do have 2 coming up myself for the coming year. I guess towards the end of the year. So If this is your first time watching this, don't be afraid to send a sub or a follow. It's the best way to support, and all you got to do is drop in, and each time we're getting these set up, there will be links available in the chat. Right now, this is available for shipping to the US, and we have a couple Fiesta ornaments closing for $12 at 7 bids and $265 on the Fiesta vase, with the gold bulbs only having a minute left. I keep pointing out how rare they are and how good it is that it has the box. $9, 4 bids. I feel like we can be doing better than that. More glass ornaments for $30, and these guys look to be quite detailed. I remember I had these little insert ones. I wonder if they're easier to make. That's what always made me curious. I was like, well, why? What template did you make that you wanted a little insert into the bulb? I feel like you would have put your glass blower's pipe in. It might have made it a little bit easier to create with less stress, but who am I? I am but a kid reacting to auctions online. Wonder Woman pop going for $0. That's fine. That's fair. Miller phone, $6. That's it for an MGD phone. Miller High Life. I guess tough decoration piece. Doesn't necessarily look like a phone. I like it though. That's it though. $6, 2 bids. Miller High Life. Small electric guitar. Fair enough. Thought that would be a good Christmas gift. Small electric guitar is made by Maya. It's a company that does still exist. It's like a mid-range company, but it is a well-manufactured guitar company. And the thing is, they made mini versions of Stratocasters. I just wish there was some way in these photos that we could display how tiny it is. But they made mini Stratocasters, and then they got cease and desist. And the Citizen Portable TV, this is about to make a great shelf piece for someone. It is too bad that there isn't any analog signals available anymore, though, because that is like, if you could still get the signal from the airwaves, super dope. Small wooden ornaments gone for $24. I've been having similar issues with VHS tapes in my own store so far. So the small VHS slot, let's see, going for $0. We got 5 bids on the other one. Let's look in the 01 right quick to see if any of you guys get hyped alongside me. We do have Spy Kids. Spy Kids is worth $5 alone. Casper, Bullet, Field of Dreams, Blue Streak. Based on my knowledge, Spy Kids, Blue Streak, Field of Dreams, worth the bid. Easy resale value. Small electric guitar, very fair that it went away for not too much. The Art Deco 1940s handbag. We already pointed out the embroidery on it. It is truly stunning, and we have 30 lots left with a big competition going on for the large green Fiesta vase. And guys, after this, I'll do a little bit of a summary of my experience today. Shout out Acorn Auctions for how great they are. They're based in Hamilton. They do shipping internationally, so that is to the US of A. Considering this is now the 3rd time we've worked together, I don't have to do as long of a summary because the initial reactions to coordinating with such lovely people has been ironed out a bit more. But I'll go through what sold for the most value, and we'll have a little talk about what I saw. Again, English ceramics fell out. Large VHS lot. We got a lot of Disney going for 5 seconds. Harder to resell, so very fair. I'm not judging someone who didn't actually pick that one up because as a reseller myself, don't know what to do with the Disney tapes. We got 2 brown vintage leather purses. Gosh, this should go for more $5. Let's look at these boys. Oh, those are still modern. Those are tasteful. I love how the color matches. And okay, good. The Art Deco purse. We got 3 minutes left on the large Fiesta vase that has been causing mucho competition. And we've got another leather purse lot that is about to close within the minute. So let's take a look for y'all. For the chatteroonie. The wooden handle, the only... Oh, it's not wooden. It's not wooden. I stand corrected. That's not a wooden handle. It's like an epoxy handle. These are quite pretty. Okay. With the epoxy handle, it makes it more modern. So we got gray leather clutch with gold clasps, a black leather clutch with a removable shoulder strap, and a navy leather handbag with a cute lucite handle. not epoxy. Too modern, $5. Great purses going to a good home, hopefully. We've got walnut clothing racks at $6. We've got a candlestick lot, $9. I'm about to win my men's vanity lot, which is about to become my personal. We got my mom present. This is going to be my personal travel bag now. This is a great travel bag. This is going to be my toiletry bag now for sure. Big W, big W. I got a good toiletry bag. If Acorn wants to keep the shoehorn, they can. Let me say that out loud. I don't know what I'm going to do with a shoehorn. I guess I could put it at the front of my house, but it's not something that I was particularly seeking. But that is a way better toiletry bag than what I have. That is so cool. We've got a minute and a half on the big lot. 265 on this large Fiesta vase. So sorry, y'all. We're focusing on the Fiesta vase for a second. It is a beautiful piece of ceramic. It is made in the US of A. Let's see how tall it is. It is 8 3/4 inches. 10 inches height. Does that say 10 inches height? It does say 10 inches height. Am I tripping then? Oh no, so yeah. 9 3/4. 9 3/4. It's a 9 3/4. That's on me. That's on me. Bad announcer. 265. People really gonna let it go at that? Someone's limit was $265. You sure? I feel like $300 is a reasonable limit, but you're gonna end at $265. That's such an odd amount. I would want to hit a certain like round number, you know, but whatever. It is what it is. Pyrex uncandle lot. I have seen these uncandle lots before. $5. Hopefully someone's getting a good. Oh yeah, $275. That's what I thought. Good round number. I told you. I told you about that. That's so awesome to see it actually working. Floating candle set by Corning. I have some of these in my collection as well, and they're cool, but tough to find the right person seeking them out. Another one of those. Candlestick lot going for a decent amount. That's good to see. That is a beautiful purse. I'm happy the purse also got bid up. So we got $275 on the Fiesta green vase. And then we're looking at Prince lot going for $5. That's okay. We'll move on from there. We got the phone and tray lot. Good accessory piece. Tough call. We only have 22 items remaining. So if you want to get in on any of this, you're cutting it close. You're cutting it close. But you follow that link. You click this little logo at the top, and you can follow their storefront for the upcoming auctions that Acorn Auctions Hamilton will be doing, and they do ship to the US of A. So if you're watching this, whether you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, I do stream on multiple platforms, and these wonderful people who run this auction house do ship to the US of A. So we got 2 minutes. I know I did criticize. I criticized earlier. I stand by it. We got the large green Fiesta vase. It's at $275. Why not go to a round number? Why not go to 300? We're going to sit at 275. If you want it that bad, you may as well hit the round 3, you know? But ain't no pressure. Ain't no pressure. I'm just identifying a logistical concern. Christmas decor lot. We did sell a lot of Christmas decor lots in this set. So I'm curious. Yeah, they're not too Jesus-y. These are good Christmas decor lots. I love the owls. The owls are very cute. I like these owls. Tiny Tim. So we got Santa's Workshop. We got the whole spread. We got Santa's Workshop. We got Santa. We got some owls. We got what looks like a Jesus scene. Some angels. Some doves. We got the whole Christmas set covered. A glass nativity scene. A dove candle holder. A ceramic paper mache ornaments. Snow baby figure. Ceramic wind-up music box. A wood nativity scene. And a ceramic Christmas village house. And the competition is thinning out. We're at 275 on the large Fiesta vase. Going for 275 in 30 seconds. And the purse is about to end at the same time. With no one betting on that Christmas decor lot that I just flexed. But 275 on the Fiesta vase. 20 seconds left. You don't want to go to the 3. Man, someone wanted it and someone tapped out, eh? 275, 47 bids. Someone's got to get in on this. There's no way you take the L off of $5. $5? You're going to let that slip? Okay. 275. Fiesta vase. Beautiful to see. Closed with the purse. That is an amazing embroidered piece. Tin lot, $5. Floral pottery lot going for $5. We've got the Kitsch MCM lot. Let's look at the Kitsch MCM lot. Asador, 6-piece salad set, fondue set. Oh yeah, proper, full fondue. With the forks, yeah, you could do both the oil fondue and the cheese fondue with that. $11, good. Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. I'm happy you guys got interested in it. We got the floral pottery about to close, and then we've got the metal kitchen lot, $5. Always a tough sell, always a tough sell, especially when you have such great other ceramic kitchen dish sets within your auction to close out, decorate your house. But this is a great aesthetic for many other people. I like the colored cups alongside the little egg dishes with a speed peeler. The speed peeler is awesome. A little coffee container too, $5. Someone got a steal out of that. Vintage glass lot, vintage kitchen lot, ceramic animal figures lot. Ooh, we got more animal figures. I'd like me some animal figures. This cat, that's a good cat. I like that cat. I like the white cat. Let's go to alpaca on the right side. See, this is a pretty ceramic cat. These are, again, tough to hand make. Same with this piggy too, though. You neglect, but the coloring on the piggy is the toughest part. Thai elephant. We got like a Curious George. We got a little wooden cat. This looks like an alpaca for sure. Maybe a ram. Maybe a ram. Okay, so the ram's going for $15. Do we have any other bids going up? We have the vintage Russian nesting dolls about to go for $9. That is... No, that's the only set of them. Ooh, and the ceramic animals. Again, guys, thank you. Thank you for taking in the items that I'm pointing out. It's so cool to see when I show off how cute the pieces are that people actually get involved in it. So... appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Again, second screen content is okay. As long as you're popping in and enjoying your time watching, I don't need you to be the most involved in the chat. And it's very clear that you guys are actually keying in. So we've got the nesting dolls about to go. We've got the vintage glass lot about to close, 30 seconds as well. Vintage kitchen lot. What's the last hyped thing that we have in this set? So it would be the ceramic figures that I showed off, which are cute, that were well deserved. We got a good lot of vintage mugs about to close. And then we've got a miscellaneous kitchen lot. So we've got the vintage mug lot. We're looking at various styles of mugs with a few home decor items, including ashtrays. And ashtrays have been a hot topic because Canada has certain things that are legal. A lot of folks buying ashtrays as of late. So we got a Pastoral Croix de Jouy. Oh, I fucked up the last one. It sounded okay until I said the last word. Johnson Bros, made in England. Johnson Bros is also a classic organization, so it's surprising how much English ceramics. Oh my God, English ceramics have fallen off. Yeah, my speech impediment is specifically with SH and CH. So you put, I need to say English and then ceramics. Ooh. SHCH and then another C or another S. I saw sheep. You know what I mean? So we've got the mug lot going for $12, 30 seconds. The Kitsch MCM set, $11, 30 seconds. I feel like the big whales are out of here. They got their big old green vase. but it's still, it was a very contentious. That one ran on almost the entire auction. People fighting over that vase, tomato. $5. So we got 14 seconds left. $11 on the Kitsch MCM. Vintage kitchen pieces going for 6. Vintage mug lot going for 12. Vintage kitchen lot going for 8. A minute, minute 30, 2 minutes, 2-minute 30. Close. We got 5 items left. We got 3 closing within the next 30 seconds. We got the lot 214, 220, 221. All fair because they're not as highlightable as the BMP, but that miscellaneous. 10 seconds left. What's going to be the longest one we're looking at? The ceramic figures going for $16. We already highlighted how cool those are. We're looking at an assorted lot with imperfections. Love the interior of this little teacup. This is worth $5. That's a good $5 lot. That's well worth sinking your teeth into. No bids anymore though, right? Vintage wood tray and kitchen lot about to close. Miscellaneous home decor. And those ceramic animal figures. If not for the kitty, someone's got it. You want the kitty? We're about to have this one closed. 222 for $5. 223 for 0. And the ceramic, no kitty competition, eh? Shit, I can't believe I missed all the good stuff. I would pay $6 all day. Those are awesome lots. Yeah, they really closed out really well. You missed. They had a keynote item. I'll show you. I'll go to the most paid. I was flexing, but this cat, love the cat. Good cat. That's a good ceramic cat right there. A proper ceramic cat. But thank you for dropping by, Patty's Pop-Ups. Patty's Pop-Ups is actually who I run my auctions with. So when you're not ordering for international shipping with Acorn Auctions, then if you're ready, you live in Canada, you live in Toronto, Ontario, we'll be hosting a couple of these live streams together. But thank you everyone for tuning in. It's been a great experience. Every time I hype something up, people have been dropping in and paying attention to the little details I highlighted. So we got 23 seconds left on the $16 ceramic animal figures lot. Big shout out to Acorn Auctions. Great opportunity, great run. I think you did an amazing job selecting Christmas items and highlighting which ceramic pieces you knew would do well, because I noticed the assorted lots at the end were specifically at the end. So great curation as always. $16 CAD, 7 bids. That's it for the day. I want that chicken. Too late for that chicken, dog. You get more cocky to get the thing I'm not allowed to say. Cool. So here, I'll show you even, Patty. Well, bid. No, not bid. We need to. So first, yeah, highest bids. Vase. Large Fiesta green vase. We got 47 bids at $275, and then a West German vase for 23 bids at $90. And we've got curtains at 18 bids for $80. And these ceramic Christmas trees, bro. Ceramic Christmas trees. I've seen so many of these, and I passed them up, and I didn't know people would buy them at the right season for $80. $70 for the white one, $60 for the green one, and then like the replacement one without the bulbs was still $30. But I digress. So we're gonna go to bid count high. So we can see how many people bid. But also, thank you very much, Acorn. It's always a pleasure. It is something that I enjoy. Y'all will probably have me for like a 15-minute debrief here, and then I'm about to go make dinner. That's the trade-off. But it's been a wonderful experience. And then as I close out, I'll give you the formal spiel so that we can all cut a YouTube video out of it if we want. But so yeah, $275. Large green Fiesta vase, and I just hit back again, which is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do bid count. Bid count is always more important to me. So we get the large Fiesta vase. These guys, great piece, great piece. Made in Ohio, USA. But this thing gathered 47 bids. It was a good battle. This thing dragged out the entire auction. Very interesting seeing these ceramic Christmas trees. I was also saying my parents, I said at the start of the auction, we had these, but they had little doves in them. They were little dove Christmas trees. So it's good to know that like my grandma's dove version of it is worth way more money. She'll die laughing at that when I tell her tonight. I gotta call Fran, the inspo behind Grandma's Dead Stock, about that after. But I'm always more interested in what had the competition versus what had the money. And we're looking at the Folio Society Bronte Sisters books. Good books, solid books. The Ayers wool blankets. The wool blankets, a lot of competition in this auction. So we've got one wool blanket. This one I don't think has the satin sleeves. Oh, it did. It did. $36 at 20 bids. And then we had another one, the king size wool blanket. Exact same thing. This one was Sears. $42, 18 bids. And these ones went for a lot. This was a learned lesson for me. Bark cloth curtains. $80. Good super morning. Nice to see you, Matrix. You're coming in at the very end, but you're a lovely soul, and I appreciate your attention nonetheless. It always makes me feel like a special human. We're summarizing what's going on at the end of this auction now. Our friends at Acorn Auctions, a lovely duo. They're the sweetest humans. Did a great job at curating their line of products that they had today, and I just finished doing my whole announcer voice. So I am a little pooped, and I'm going to make my own pot stickers / dumplings after this. I'm just running through which items had the most bids out of all of the others. And then we'll do a little summary. I'm going to do my YouTube outro, and we out of here. But it's always very cool. It's like, sincerely, things are getting tight. I close out an item. I start talking about the details of it, and it's so cool to see in real time people hype it up. But small wooden ornaments, so these are the same things that I had when I was a kid. So $24 at 18 bids. But this rare BMP, so the Blue Mountain production, so like Blue Mountain pottery. I don't know why I always want to go to production. I think it's the videography brain. But the Blue Mountain pottery seems to be very variable. Seems to be like an unstable consistency market. But like a keynote piece like this, what very much stands out. This is something you're going to have on display in the front of your home. So it makes a lot of sense why that draws more eyes than like some similar relative comparisons. And then similarly, we're looking at Fiesta plates and Fiesta pottery, because the initial vase brought in $275, and this red set of pottery initially didn't have a lot of attention. But because they had 2 listings of these lots with the Fiesta pottery plates that were similar sets that I think Acorn did as a photographer, very impressive, because they are purposely flipped. They're purposely flipped. So the buyer doesn't notice immediately that they're going after the same thing unless they really want to seek it out. So these are matching sets, but because they're staged and presented slightly separately, they only got the up bids when it was like at the last part of the bidding process. And those sold well alongside another Christmas plate that were set up. But as you can see clearly that we got 16 bids and 15 bids. It was clearly 2 people going to battle over wanting the matching set. So this was learning my auction knowledge, very well planned by Acorn Auctions, and I admire it. It was cool to see run up. Pyrex bowls, less than I thought. As you can see, with 15 bids at $20, still a lot of competition. Although not a high ticket item, not a lot of opposite words. Although not a high ticket item, there was a lot of competition. So it was interesting to see that. So Pyrex still has the name notoriety, but it is not what people fight over anymore. And the other ceramic Christmas tree, right? This other ceramic Christmas tree, 15 bids. So this is what I mean. Like, look at the difference. Pyrex Daisy casserole dish. Pyrex casserole dish, 15 bids. Ceramic Christmas tree, 15 bids. But the Pyrex dish, $20. Christmas tree, $70. So one of these was willing, like, able to demand higher bids, but there was an equal amount of competition or desire over the items. So the Christmas tree 100% has to do with the season, but it does say a lot about the Pyrex, considering there's so many ceramics involved in this auction. So that it still definitely has value, but it's not something that someone's going to run in and within that 15 bid window offer $50 right away, right? Like, I think I can go full nerd. If you really want to, I can go full nerd with that. I think I can. Yeah, $5, $19, $20. And look, it went $16 to $32. You know, like, someone immediately was like, I'll pay more money for this. Which is a big thing to pay attention to when I'm trying to understand it from a reseller's perspective and lens of consumer interest. The linens, big surprise for me. Tough to understand what brought these linens up specifically, because they had other textiles in here and they didn't draw in as much attention. I would be interested in what type of linens these were. Books, I really pass off the book knowledge to Acorn, and I think books is really about capacity and having old enough books like this, because unfortunately you really need to develop the reputation to bring in the people who value those antiques, because otherwise people will just pass over it not knowing what it is. The handbag makes a lot of sense. English quality linens. Shouts to Patty. Polyfab floral tray. These ones too as well. These polyfab floral trays, which is immensely difficult to say. Beautiful. They last long. They're well shot. 13 bids. As the reviewer, intrigued, curious. Good for a kitchen. No hate on the product. Just curious. Why those? Why those? Love everyone participating in the chat. Glad you guys are chit-chatting. We had a little bit more chill community today, but I had a decent amount of views on Twitch. Let's see. Let's go look at the total. What do I got as the total? Yeah, I had about 40 people tap in on Twitch. Kick had some bots and the regular people come in. And then YouTube was also up and down, so I had a great time otherwise. He would have spent all his money. Yeah, he would have bought too many plates. His kitchen is definitely already full with antiques. Holt Howard Pixies, 13 bids, $60. So again, that's another example of an item someone's willing to bid up on right away. Yeah, shouts to Matrix. Yeah, big flex. Party dog. That's such a combination of nerdy stuff. And the RuneScape party hat on the dog, a little bit. That's wild. Fiesta mix, good. Blue Mountain Pottery. This Fiesta Christmas tree, right? This one in the bottom left corner here went up in extreme competition alongside those other salmon / what do they call it? Peony pink / salmon pink. As the other plate set was getting bid up, they were definitely going alongside each other. So there's clearly a buyer that was interested in the matching set, which was very intriguing to observe. And overall, I will give the summary again at the end. So that's what I watched as something that I was intrigued by, is that the English pottery has really fallen out. So a lot of the competition seemed to be with Fiesta and anything made in West Germany or Blue Mountain. None of it did sell. Let me not be that pessimistic, but none of the UK pottery even the Royal Dalton brought the demand that it would have previously, which I found very intriguing. So good Christmas ornaments, good lots, but it's with high bid. Yeah, it's so intriguing to see. Like, yeah, this vintage teapot only had 8 bids, but it had 8 bids and ended at $32 because someone jumped from 16 to 20 to 30 to 32. Right? Like, that's the difference between the other platforms. Is that when you're through high bid, the people who are willing to pay the money just fucking slap the money down. Excuse my language. I try to be family friendly when I'm doing reaction streams for other people, so I am sorry about that. But it is intriguing to see that when you have the certain item like this teapot that you know someone would enjoy, the whales here are just like, nope, 40. I want it. But I digress. I can talk about analyzations all day long. Fiesta plates. 7 bids. Unfortunately, the things that I put in with Acorn didn't sell too well, but it also makes sense. They didn't fully match the spread, so I'm not offended by that. And I also legitimately have full trust and zero care. The stuff I give to Acorn, I explicitly, it's at their discretion. So if it doesn't match the set, it doesn't match the set, and it's just bad timing, and it is what it is. We got some good lamps. There was a lamp. Where's the unicorn lamp? There's a lamp you missed, Patty, that you would have really liked. Patty missed a lamp. The kitty, adorable, but let me stay on lamp topic. Where's that unicorn lamp? I think I missed the unicorn lamp. It's got to be on the first page. People wanted the unicorn lamp. There was a battle for the unicorn lamp. Horse lamp, maybe? Maybe I'm looking for the wrong keyword. Yeah, here we go. This horse lamp. This is what you missed out on. Beautiful speckled. Great ceramic piece. But it's like a desk lamp that you would have put against a wall, which I have seen before, but I most definitely have not seen often. So you can see this little bad boy. Oh, I mean, you could add a unicorn horn to this. You can make it a unicorn lamp. But this little bad boy, leg cramp. I'm an old man. Oh. Oh, it's a TV lamp. That's what you call it? Tina from Bob's Burgers would have that lamp? Oh, totally. That's a Tina lamp. It's a big Tina lamp. It's a massive Tina lamp. He actually doesn't like that lamp. Wow. Can't believe he doesn't like it. I think that's one of the first times I've heard Patty say he doesn't like a lamp. I don't think I've seen Patty look at a lamp and say he doesn't like it. This one, I didn't like the Madonna lamp that much, though. This is based on the personal taste as well. The Madonna lamp, meh. But I know you like your religious iconography for... I don't even know what reason. I feel like it's easy to add the horn, though, but fair. So then, guys, I gotta get out of here soon. I'm gonna make my pot stickers. I already prepped the food this morning. Replacing the Madonna would make it cute. I was caught up with this Beswick kitty. This kitty, I kind of want to... I'm a sucker for cat dolls. It's like the perfect amount of kooky. You could replace the Madonna with a unicorn. Or this cat. You could take the Madonna out and put this cat in it. I like how ridiculous the cat looked. It has just the right amount of like ceramic artist details. So it's like clearly well done. But Def the cat, yeah. They had one, oh, what's the last thing? I'm going off top instead of doing my summary rambles. So I'll do the YouTube cut ramble after this, just in case I do want to make a YouTube video out of it. But they had... Yeah, I bought one present for myself. I bought one present for my parents. They had these little candlestick houses that were quite beautiful, but I was surprised that they didn't go for nearly as much as I thought they would. Oh, they might have gotten up there. Let's see. Houses, homes, no. Houses. House. Yeah, here we go. These little guys, so pretty. These are stunning. These I thought were going to be keynote. I thought these would bring the big draw. Still a good competition bid, but again. So we got 3 bids, $10. 6, 10, 10, yeah. But also thank you, Acorn. I'm glad that your consignor tuned in and said it was phenomenal, because that's what I can hope I can provide over time here. Because it's not necessarily about us just like bringing in ad revenue money right away. I'm glad that I can benefit both of our businesses through showing our clients that there's like a little benefit to like, now, hey, you want to see what's happening with your items in real time. I've got someone here right now who's adding commentary to what the value is of these items. And ideally providing more of a story. And Acorn, I think you did a great job of providing me the information when I was missing it. So just like that, we can always do notes again in the future if you want, but I thought that was also very tastefully done. Like, as I pointed out in the past, it's very normal for the commentary of the chat to interrupt the streamer, so it's totally comfortable if you're like, oh yeah, and this was made there, because then I'll either look it up or I'll take it in and I'll elaborate on it. But my name is Bailey. I operate an eBay store called Grandma's Dead Stock, where I buy and sell vintage and collectibles. In that space, I tend to do the more curated items that have interest to the general public, that has a demand online. Versus something I've been working on is working alongside my friend Patty's Pop-Ups in the chat. You'll see him on screen right above me, that we work together to run monthly auctions. So we do something similar to this, but adjacent to Acorn Auctions. In our case, we kind of want to sell everything. We do little treasure hunts. You need tools, you need little weird ornaments, you need some magazines, you want some VHS tapes, we got a little bit of it all. But we've really admired what working with Acorn Auctions has been like, because they provide such a refreshing perspective on how to curate your products while still being fun and loosey-goosey with it. So what you witnessed today was me live reacting to Acorn Auctions Hamilton. Yeah, Acorn Auctions Hamilton. High bid auction. So we typically do max sold auctions. They do high bid. And what this allows them to do is ship internationally to both Canada and the US, whereas we only have local pickup available. So this is really enlightening for both my business acumen as well as being able to support my friends, because these are two awesome humans that I have a great time collaborating with, and they truly have a keen eye for like selecting the way to not only lot the items up, but what order to put them in as they release throughout the auction. So it's both been enlightening and beneficial, while being a goofy, loosey-goosey time. The only part that gets tiring, if you watch that clip back when the things are actually closing, 2 hours of like bop, 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 I feel like a real radio man's as I'm doing it. Which is fun. It's fun. I do genuinely, wholesomely enjoy it. I am not complaining. But it's a little bit funny to be like, oh man, I'm talking a lot. Holy my gosh, I just talked for an hour and a half straight, just trying to keep tabs on what's closing next. But it's always a challenge, in some ways. I mean, I used to lead a podcast before, so it's a similar thing. Even if I was leading a podcast, I'm just watching how the other humans I'm interacting with, what I predict that they're going to bring up next, and how I'm going to direct the conversation where I want. But now I'm just kind of working with physical items. So if you tune in to one of those streams that are like me and my boy Patty doing ours, we'll be hanging out here together. But otherwise, Acorn Auctions Hamilton does have another one coming up at the end of the month. So I showed you I'm stuck on this page. You click this tab. We've got the pinned link to the auction. If you click their little, you click the little logo here, and they have their next one coming up on the 26th of November. It ends the 26th of November. So there's going to be many more items here. Great opportunity to get gifts. Great time to send something down south to one of your family members if you want. Now, let's see, YouTube video closing. I'm on Twitch, I'm on Kick, I'm on YouTube. I do simulcast, and I do release medium to long format videos on my YouTube on a regular basis, and I'm hoping to generate more creative content as I dive into this reselling alongside my friends. So you can keep an eye out for it there. Otherwise, I give bite-sized versions of it on the Grandma's Dead Stock Instagram page, where I focus purely on these unique finds that I have. And then on my personal NarleyMedia page, that's where you see my creative antics. I was a photographer and videographer for a while, so sometimes when I need a breather, I'll go to my boy's show and cut up a really dope video here and there. You can check out Patty's Pop-Ups at PADDYS, and Patty's Pop-Ups as it's spelled. You'll see them in the actual description of this video. And same thing with Acorn Auctions. Acorn as in ACORN Auctions. And once you go to their page, you're going to see that they do many other things. They also sell prints and other vintage and collectibles at markets throughout the Southern Ontario region. And I really admire their curation abilities there, and it's been a really big blessing to work with them, because I've also had a little bit of a passion for the more paper and print aspect, but I definitely don't have the skills, and I can be super humble about it. So totally okay with that, and I'm glad I can work with them so that they can give the same amount of love and care to these items that I value giving to them, but I don't have the skills to. So very, very awesome that way. Yeah. Super humble. Went through at the beginning, I ranted Patty about our values of providing a good home to things and communicating the storytelling behind where a piece came from or who it came from and why it's valuable. And it's very nice to be working with folks who do the same and care about the same, because Acorn Auctions highly express that. And if you're watching this, know that I appreciate you, and anything you do to support my channel. Grandma's Dead Stock, NarleyMedia, is supporting my grandmother's retirement. A lot of this is going towards how I can give back to my family. So just know, it ain't just lying in my pockets. You helping someone help an old lady with her retirement. But thank you, everyone. Thank you, Acorn Auctions. Thank you, Patty, for dropping in nonetheless. And Matrix, always going to love you. Feel free to watch the VOD. I might not chop this one into a YouTube video, but I appreciate you big time. Sweet dreams. I hope you have a wonderful time on the other side of the world. Acorn, I hope you don't stay up too late doing all of your work. I think you guys are great people, and don't strain yourselves. Don't strain yourselves. We'll meet up soon to do a drop-off of product. Thank you, Stone, for dropping in. Thank you, Josephine, for dropping in. And thank you for all the randos that were lurking. I know we had a good spread of humans today, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. I got my own dumpling filling ready. I made it this morning. I took some onions, garlic, ginger, fish sauce, chicken stock, paprika, homegrown chili peppers, homegrown oregano, and I threw it all in a little blender, and I blended it up, and I mixed it up with some canned fish and some canned ham and a bunch of other veggies and peppers and celery and all this stuff, and I mixed it up. I got this nice little I got a nice little kimchi kimchi / Chinese dumpling mix ready. Lots of cabbage in there. We're going to put it inside the pot sticker wrap, and we're going to fry that up in a pan. We're going to have a good dinner. We're going to be eating good tonight, okay, folks? We're going to be eating good tonight, folks. Cooking streams to come soon. As I said before, we're going to be doing my gifts for Christmas are going to be dehydrated seasonings. So in the next week, 2 weeks, you're going to see me popping on more in the evening, and we're just going to be cutting up massive amounts of like ginger and garlic and other seasonings. We're going to dehydrate that, and we're going to get that rocking. And hey, Patty, if you want to come through, we're going to just, I'm probably going to have to cut out a few pounds of garlic. All right. Appreciate you. Y'all are awesome folks. Appreciate your time. We're going to catch you in the future. Subscribe on any platform. It's the best way to help. Thank you. Have a good night. Have a good night. Thank you, Acorn. Thank you, everyone. Matrix, you're a good human. You're a good human. Thank you. Bye, guys.